how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another live stream. Kinda in a little bit of a rush right now. We are currently doing a lot. We are about to head up there. Alright, we can head up there to the prison.
On the rear window.
You wanna go ahead and take off? Oh, lag, frozen, Jesus Christ.
I can tell.
I mean, do you see a Jeep with a truck air horn like that?
It's all these cars that are over here right now. This car is still there for me.
Yeah, it wasn't able to clear it, so.
Oh.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm trying to put in my controller, but I don't think I'll have enough time to do it.
So we're heading to the penitentiary to pick up John Carter. He'll be riding in the van behind us, and then we'll be responding code 1 back to the courthouse. We will put him in through the back door and put him straight into the cell. At that point, 5 minutes from that point, then that's when
why is my controller not working? There we go. Alright, right now we're gonna go pick up the Fendit right now.
I can't imagine what it would be like when officers don't know what's happening and they're like, why is there a full-on black convoy?
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to stall a little bit of time so when we get there, actually be time for him to get him, because we're supposed to be transferring him at 7:30 anyway, so by the time we get there, it'll be 7:30.
Christian, David, and Anthony as well. Plus, I don't know why the hell this guy is in oncoming lanes.
Huh?
Christian.
I think he thinks we're in oncoming lanes.
He's gonna be doing the workflow with Garrett as soon as Garrett shows up. Garrett did say he might be a little bit late, but he'll be on time for the actual court hearing or trial. So we have Anthony and Garrett on the court floor. We have David with
the judge is Damien. He's in the BC right now. We're just doing bailiffs right now, so we can get it. I'll be the court clerk. I have to pull up literally everything after I'm done with this because I have none of the documents pulled up. So yeah, pick up a rush today.
Okay, yeah. Well, either way. I'm gonna be floating around, so.
I can float from the balcony. Main hallway.
Yeah. Y'all look so identical with these uniforms on. But yeah, so you'll be with Anthony in the court.
What's up?
Oh.
Oh, the guy and Nick in the passenger seat up there. It's like, y'all look so identical with the uniforms on.
I got other floaters around.
The point.
So.
Okay. I'll be in the court.
I got.
Can you let them know that they're waiting for one more judge? I mean, one more jury, and it's Jonathan. His name's Jonathan.
Buddy left your channel.
If he arrives.
Seriously, they all look alike. All right, come on.
Can you tell by my voice?
Buddy
He just arrived. He said,
"Alright.
This bitch cut me off. Fuck you."
I am running this light with my lights.
I didn't use my lights.
This is still like a
We
live
ran.
control. I'm not gonna do crazy shit. But hey, I do that all the time as a regular officer.
Are we eligible to upgrade to code 2?
Just gonna keep its pace. By the time we get there, it'll be 7:30. We'll be right on schedule.
10 firm.
You look at like the rest of the state vehicles. These are so slow. Like the acceleration.
Yeah.
The one we have, it has that stupid window paint on the rear window where it says like E19 or E16 or something like that. It's like very annoying.
Also, you know what I realized?
What?
I think the vehicles they have, you know that pack I bought off of Pinnacle Designs?
Uh-huh.
I think that's it. Like the one that they have for state slick tubs.
You can push the speeds for now.
10-9?
You can push the speeds.
Denver.
Because if we go like 85, we're gonna get there a little bit late.
Oh, what time is it? No, we won't get there a little late.
Yeah, you still can go to speed limit though. But he was like going
Oh,
slow.
he went.
Yeah, he went
Flying.
100.
So you say push the speed, and
So
then
just
you
go-
and
just
then
go
you
to
and then you
speed.
tell me to go to the speed limit. Which one is it gonna be?
Just go to speed limit.
Well, I heard push the speed, so I pushed the speed.
Yeah, I realized. I thought it was just like the car going slow.
Well, you told me to push the speed, and so I pushed the speed.
Well, now I know we need to get out of this sticky situation. I know those cars can go fast.
Is John Carter gonna be out of sale waiting for Cup?
Yep, he should be.
He knows we're going
Denver.
to the penitentiary to
Yeah,
transfer him, right?
You know we're going to prison, correct?
No, I mean like John Carter.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
knows. He's already there waiting.
Oh, okay. So I was just confirming because. Are you just gonna put him in the passenger seat?
That's
It's
what
not like I would
Get
lead you
him-
guys
Yeah.
all the way to Polito for no reason.
So he doesn't have to look at the back of the damn thing the entire time.
Yeah.
Mm.
Imagine over there looking at your phone. Just imagine looking at your phone, bro.
Who's
Hey,
playing
kill
music?
that music as we get closer to this prison.
I mean, I don't mind it, but
But we know we're.
there's other eyes watching.
Yeah. Alright, you guys can just wait outside. I'll pull inside and get him. Kill the music, kill the music. Because there are people who are actively streaming right now.
Oops, I don't know what's not miking.
Oh, I'm running out of gas, bro.
Just respawn the car.
I don't
You
have it
can't
saved.
repair it. Quickly save it.
CVE. Emergency. Is it on
Is
emergency?
there a person in that
It
vehicle?
is.
I feel like we're gonna get tailed.
Yeah, I believe it's one of like his friends or something like
Yeah.
that. Damn, gas running out. Alright, how's it going, Mr. Carter? Alright, we're gonna put you in the back here, but you're gonna sit in the front seat so your camera's not
Be
obstructed.
advised, we're gonna have a blue vehicle.
thank you.
It appears it's
Alright, I
gonna
am
be
gonna detain you right now.
joining the attempting to intercept the convoy.
Well, you have
I
to
don't
let
know.
him through. Yeah, just let him past you.
Confirm.
And it's gonna have a seat in there. You could just sit in the passenger seat. Yep, there you go. Just sit in the passenger seat. You can't get in from it's only a two-seater. Yep.
He's gonna be stopping right in front of us, maybe about 20 yards ahead.
Yeah, no need to worry about him unless
Cover.
he actually intercepts. What is is it M? It is M. Vehicle. Vehicle. Oh, thought I froze. Can crash my game. All right. This thing gonna go.
You can take lead. Just gonna follow behind.
Mm-hmm.
Be advised, he is going to be following us.
Just let him know it might be a friend or something. And no need to be suspicious of unless he does something erratic.
Yeah, we'll stand by. He might just be a companion.
Is there
If he
no
tries-
actual way to get the suspect in the back seat, or no?
No, it will obstruct.
No, it's only a 2-seater, and then since has other eyes watching, don't want to put him in the trunk.
Gotcha. Okay. Alright.
Go, you're fine.
I just don't like suspects being in front.
It's fine. He's cuffed.
handcuffed. He's fine. Yeah. If he's gonna go alongside like that, what I want to happen is Tahoe to drop back, we'll stay in front, and then let you lead.
Yeah, do what you want. You want
We'll
to.
wait though because he's passing.
You got the marked for where we're going back, 640. Pull around the side.
We do.
Right. Right, go around this car, go to the left. Is there a car? I thought that was a car coming up behind me.
He's gonna be disregard.
Come on, I'm trying to make this 5-minute mark. Oh
Oh my.
my god. I know I'm gonna lag like shit back at this courthouse pulling in. I just can see it coming. My foresight can see that I'm gonna lag my ass off coming back up to this courthouse.
Don't take the exit. He going straight. Alright, disregard. GPS is taking me in
Just keep
a
straight.
different way.
Just keep straight.
Yeah. Yeah, just go straight.
Man, GPS is messing up there.
Gotta love when you
Yeah,
know
my
the map better
passenger's
than some other
GPS
people.
decided to have us take that exit.
He is on the opposite side of the road.
Yeah, he's back now.
Stupid maps. Jeez.
Right, let them know they can open up everything now. Let people start coming in if you want to switch frequencies real quick. We're at this red light.
Alright, we're going left. I have no clue what Ryan's GPS is taking him.
Yeah, it looks a little bit jank. It's fine. It's fine.
Hey, I wasn't the one who set the GPS, alright?
Hey, I set it for mine. I don't know how you didn't see it.
Buddy joined your channel.
All right, since we're a little bit behind schedule, let's go code 2 a little bit to get there quicker.
Yep, take it right. And then you're gonna be going straight all the way.
Oh, I am hopping.
I can tell.
So I tell you, we're like right by the courthouse, so just
You
expect
know
to
what I
back off a little
realized?
bit.
Why those back lights are so
Got
bright?
us in that blue
Why?
Because
BMW
when
again
you
right in
open the
front of the
back
courthouse.
door, there's a sign that says checkpoint up ahead.
Oh.
Like a bright ass yellow sign.
Keep going straight and go around to the left, to the right here.
Yeah, I was just making sure there's no gap.
Where are these cars who just pulled up?
We're not gonna have a place to park the van.
Why is all the
Park it
parking
right here
Yeah,
on the
we'll park around
sidewalk.
back. We'll park around
Yeah,
back.
and just walk them there.
Alright, we're gonna park right here.
We'll just have to walk them around.
Yeah. Alright, you guys take it from here. You know where to put them. Me and Purdue gotta go get set up for everything else.
You wanna grab him?
Alright, let's go.
I don't know where I'm going.
I'll follow you. Grab him. I'll guide you.
I'll walk with them in because I'm gonna go through the same door anyways.
Oh yeah, I guess we can then.
They could have let him walk, honestly.
Yeah, you can guys let him walk if you want to. Thanks for the sub. Can't see your... It's not showing your name for some reason yet. Thanks for subscribing.
I'm
man.
running! I'm walking. I
Uh,
ain't running.
when people run,
Now they
it
move all
subjects
the
to me.
cars.
Yeah. My legging is bad, so that's a good thing. I'm just gonna go F2 into
Alright,
my
I'll move
office.
to TAC 1 to notify all bailiff that the drunk rider is gonna be in the cells.
I'm just gonna F2 into my office. I don't see the offices
User
anymore.
left your channel.
Oh, guys, we're inside the world right now. Oh, okay, we're at the courtroom.
I think there's one in here.
The overrun. There's like a lot of people in here right now.
Can you speak louder? Okay, and you don't have your service weapon on you? Alright, you're good to go on my right.
Alright, everything's up to you guys now. Wish you all the best of luck. I'll be in here, but I'll be deafened and everything.
Okay, I'll be up at TAC 1.
User left your channel.
I'll move you up, Damien.
Buddy was moved to your channel. Muted.
You don't have your service weapon? You don't have your service weapon. Alright, you're good to go. You're good to go. Call sign?
Zach, come around the other side.
Is it not
Excuse me.
suitcase?
Huh?
Between both of us.
Is it not
Yeah, I know you,
suitcase?
Chris. You good.
Briefcase.
Oh,
You don't have
I
your service
think
weapon on
just
you?
do /emote. That's one of
Yeah,
them.
you're good to go on my
That's rough right there. That's rough. Miss Callie, I think.
no, it is suitcase.
Whoever was next.
Just pin the plan. Pin the
Call
plan.
sign.
Pin the plan.
You don't have your service weapon on you?
Yeah, he done did the business already. It's in the box.
Just
All
put it on
right.
the plan.
Alright, calm down, everyone. Alright. Let's get everyone's attention over here.
Hey, Alexander, they wouldn't let me use the rest.
Okay.
Like they wouldn't respond.
Alright. We're 3 minutes behind schedule, so we need to get back on schedule. So I need to get you guys informed on everything that's going on today, and we're gonna go from there, okay?
Okay. Yep.
Alright, so today is the State of San Andreas versus Carter. Carter's being charged with felony evasion, reckless driving, and super speeder. He's pleading not guilty to all accounts. Your guys' job is to listen in on the information that will be given by both parties today, from the prosecuting side and the defendant side. You are not to use any other factors that you have gained outside of this court, and that's how it would work.
Sound resumed.
And the prisoner's calling.
Sound muted.
Alright. Any questions from any of you before we start?
I need a toilet paper over here.
No.
Okay.
I think that guy needs toilet paper.
Okay, he'll
What
get
are
his
you
toilet
carrying around
paper.
the bag?
Alright, I
Are
need...
you the district?
I am the court clerk, and I handle all business as the judge doesn't. Judge is currently getting himself set up, and I have to get set up in a second here. So, I need one of you to appoint a Forspoken.
Downstairs through all this wood.
I need one of you to
I think
appoint...
Money Man should be it.
Are you?
Ma'am, I feel...
Alright, guys.
Ma'am, I feel like you're the most well dressed here and well
Okay.
respected one. So we'll go
You
with
don't
you.
like my clothes, dog?
And plus,
You
she's a
don't like these
female.
clothes?
We want to show.
I think
Hey,
Moneyman
hey.
is.
We
I
love
think
your clothes.
Moneyman is
We love your
well
clothes.
If you want to get a
dressed
snack real
and
quick, we got a
respected.
vending machine out there.
Bro, ain't
They
you
can't
seen
leave.
them
They
shoes
can't
I got
leave.
on,
They
bro?
can't
Bro,
leave.
check
They
these
can't
kicks.
leave. They can't leave.
Here's my wallet. Here's my wallet. I want a Snicker bar.
I don't think I should.
All right.
When's our recess?
I'll give you
Recess
consent.
won't be until after all
You said a
opening
Snicker
statements
bar?
and exhibits are examined. So after exhibit, you guys will be giving a 5 to 10 minute recess for you both to come up with verdicts
Hey,
on
what's up,
all
boss?
each accounts,
going?
and we'll go
Good.
from there.
Where do I sit?
Okay.
You will be
Alright.
sworn in at the
the
thing.
defendant.
Once we get inside, I am not going to stress this enough. You need to be quiet. Don't speak
Okay.
at all unless spoken to. Listen, observe the evidence, observe the exhibits that you will be given, and make recording. And we'll be back in here after everything's been presented. We'll give our verdict, and then we'll go back out, and then you guys will go home, and you all will be paid approximately $2,000 for your contribution to doing your citizenship rights.
Oh, that's what's happening, bro.
And that's how it's going to work. And
Do you have any beef stew?
no, we'll have
Oh.
probably
Rex,
some
I'm
pizza
cool
for
now,
you
I'm
guys
cool
when we
now.
go on.
Moneyman, now you got money.
So just sit in
Hey,
here.
I'm racked up
Just
now,
sit in
bro.
here. You'll be called out by the bailiff. You guys will go. Listen to me shortly. You will go to the left side where I am right now. There's another jury sitting on the left side. You all will sit on that side. Okay?
That side,
Okay.
like
Yeah.
across from us?
Yeah, from across us. You will sit on those
Do we
little
walk
chairs.
behind the judge's thing, or do we walk in front of it, or
You
what?
will walk in front.
Okay.
Alright,
All right.
Everyone follow my lead. I'm the
Not yet.
professional here.
Not yet. You will be called.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
I know.
Make
I know.
sure you.
Okay.
They're not gonna know our names, right?
No.
What'd you say?
Make sure you eat that in here.
Yeah, because if I sentence someone to jail, I don't want
Hey,
them
boss
to
lady,
They don't
gonna
know
lead
it.
us
Just
out, man.
no one says in their
Gonna lead us out,
names.
boss lady.
And she will be
They
the
already
fourth
said my name.
person.
What you talking about? They already said my name.
Okay, then don't say your name. Stop saying your name. Stop saying your name. I don't know why.
They have a hit on me already.
Okay, then stop saying your name. Okay.
I didn't say my name. I said they said my name.
Okay, then.
Money.
All right.
Money, man.
Anyways, we're gonna go from there. Everyone, sit tight.
No, bro, you ain't-
I need to
you
go
can't
handle a
do
little
that,
bit of
man.
other
Come
business
on,
before we
stop.
start. Okay?
I said
Okay.
hi, money, man. I'm money, man. I said
Oh, my
hi,
bad, my
money, man.
bad, my bad.
You are killing that chocolate.
You want to
bar.
help them out and tell them where Steve's gonna be sitting?
How you get
Because I
that?
think that's who they're trying to sit right now.
You ain't sharing.
Oh.
What's that?
Okay.
Would you like me to sit on this one right here?
Bailiff?
You're the plaintiff, right?
Yeah, arresting officer.
What?
Yeah, go ahead and sit over on this one for now.
He can just sit in the audience for now. He'll be called up. You can just sit in the
Oh,
audience.
okay. Well, if he's is he the one that they're? Oh,
Yeah, he'll
Go ahead and
be
sit in
called
the
up. Just sit in
office, or
the audience for now. Just to clarify, this is the defendant side, and this is the plaintiff side. I don't think the plaintiff's here just yet, which is the DA. He will be here shortly. I need to go speak with the judge for some signatures for some things before we start. If you need me, just let me know.
Thank you. Oh, it's hot.
Alright, so we're about to get ready to get started here. I've got all the jury accounted for. Everyone's been informed. They've chose their four spokesmen for the verdict that they will give later on during down the trial here today. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to start getting everything set up for you to come in.
Okay.
All right. I
Everything going
gotta.
good?
Yep. I gotta start getting everything set up.
All right.
Hold on.
I'll be right back.
Yep. We have to F2 a little bit.
Hope I don't mess this up. You know.
Hey, just take your time, dog. Take your time.
I have to F2 a little bit here.
I got
to
faith
get
in
the
you, dog.
chair.
I got faith in you.
'Cause these chairs are a little bit
You
icky.
gotta pay attention. Can't be falling asleep.
Jesus.
$2,000, bro. I'm gonna be awake the whole time.
Yeah, that's how much we get paid. Neither.
Okay.
I
There we
heard
go.
it, bro. Money, man, money.
Talking, I couldn't hear it.
I have to pull up everything now. We are at 7:45.
What are you doing, bro?
I can't. My head is glitching around. Sorry.
Yeah.
I did not.
You could
this,
I'm here.
this just glitched around in my head. I'm apologizing.
No, man.
Okay, since he's arrived here, we'll push this to
you could.
7:50.
If you need a seat, just
Alright, and
use your special muscle.
Now I
This-
can't move.
Alright, what do you think?
Oh, that's what's up, bro. Your hand wasn't even shaking or nothing. Okay.
Order in the court. Order in the court.
Huh?
For the plaintiff and the defendant side, you have exactly 10 minutes to get in a courtroom and get yourself situated.
How you doing, sir?
Can you let him know timesheet has been updated
I'm alright. Hey,
since things were
you
pushed
got
up?
any honey buns?
Honey bun.
Damien.
You got some gum or a mint?
yeah, I
TD,
could-
times have been pushed back, I mean up now, because
Oh, yeah, I got
everyone's
coffee.
here in time, so you need to be here at
I had
7:50 now.
coffee earlier. Yeah, I had coffee.
I don't think he's here, but DM him that.
Don't drink the coffee?
That would have been
Nah.
great to know.
Yeah, I just updated it. You got a good like 8 minutes.
4 minutes.
Final call is at 8 o'clock, so you have 10 minutes.
Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Okay, I need to
Not
pull up.
arriving, we will
That's
be
terrible.
labeling this as a trial.
It's terrible.
Okay, I don't need the timesheet anymore. I got all 3 documents that I need to open.
It's exactly the same.
What the hell is this?
I have
I bought a
DMs
Here's one for each of you.
or spoke.
Oh, I love you, man.
Aw, thanks.
You are good to go on my right.
I don't need that right
Who's
now.
this?
We can close that.
How are things going in here?
Who's that?
Who, me? Deputy
Yeah.
Smith.
Is there a specific TeamSpeak channel I need to go
Deputy
into?
Smith.
No, you don't need to be in a TeamSpeak channel at all.
Smith, what's your first name?
Oh, okay.
You can look it up on the starts with an N.
Still a join.
I'm in TAC 1, but I'm just muted in there.
Hold on, his name's starting
Hey.
to sound.
I deafened myself.
Do you know a
I didn't want
Jonathan?
to listen to them.
And so there's a lot of Jonathans.
Friday.
Duffy?
Jonathan Duffy, yeah.
Oh, hey,
He's
get in
a
game.
deputy. I do.
I'm his brother.
Are they talking about Jeffrey
Yeah,
Dahmer?
They
He
are.
told me a lot of things about you.
Cool.
That's
Well,
the
tell
called you a
line.
B.
Every
What'd you say?
well, no,
called
I'm
you a
not a
B.
part of
He
this.
called okay.
Jordan just a clerk.
Yeah, you should tell
Alright,
him
you can
about
stop pointing at me now.
Sound resumed.
The fact that they said
Hey,
there's like
tell
40
them,
people
No,
tell them
in
to be a
there.
little bit
brother.
quiet in that jury
Look at
room.
me
They're
and
the
then
only
look
one
at Jeffrey
talking. They're
Dahmer.
extremely loud.
How you doing?
Sound muted.
How many people are in game? 37. Who said there was like
Okay.
42?
I have way more swag than he does.
There's definitely 40 people here. That's not 37.
I can go get my glasses from the car.
Everyone inside voices.
All right, everyone, please
I'm gonna go
use your
ahead and
inside
join
voices.
the video
Everyone in the
editing
courthouse
chat
can
off
hear
my
you guys.
phone.
Alright, you don't have your service
Callie hates.
Oh,
Okay.
I shouldn't.
Did you
Alright,
tell?
I need to pull up everything because I don't have everything pulled up yet.
Did you tell
Get
Landon?
down here, deputy. You get down
Landon's
here,
here, I
Bailiff.
believe, already.
You need to go check on.
He's already here.
People we
I was
got.
just upstairs.
No.
I might have a
yeah,
couple
this is
coughs
back
in the
to
middle of
base.
this, but it'll be alright.
Cool.
I need to get everything pulled up. I'm delayed.
Alright, good to go
That's-
on my right.
What am I missing?
Open my good old script on this phone of mine.
I have a playbook,
DOJ. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing anything critical.
Oh, okay.
Database. Open up both of you guys' folder.
Hey, man, I like your glasses, man.
Hey, I appreciate that, dog. Just a little drip.
Look,
Just
like,
a
me
little
and
drip.
you, we about to hang out, you know? Cause like, you got all this.
First,
shit.
y'all might have to.
Hey, that what's up? Hey, but you gonna have to pay though, dog. I ain't got no money.
Y'all might have to
Yeah,
find
they're
out.
gonna
spend
they're
my-
gonna have to. It's not enough space for them. So
That's
yeah.
good. That's good. That's good.
I love
If the
your
F2
glasses,
trick
bro.
doesn't, the F2 muscle trick
Don't worry,
doesn't
the mayor's
work.
gonna get you a better courtroom set.
Ooh, per.
I really hope it's the one in Davis, like the actual court
Yeah,
building
I
there.
do.
Searching for with the dog.
Okay.
Mac and cheese. Collard greens, macaroni, house greens. Collard greens.
Attention,
You got a little
attention,
newspaper
court.
I'm gonna drop it.
Secondary call for all court staff, including the defendant's party and the prosecuting party, to be in attendance by 10 minutes.
Hey, that's hitting though. That's hitting.
Make sure everybody's in game. Hopefully everybody is.
you get to go.
No, it's his sneak
Who's
take, dog.
this?
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's by me.
Is Kelly in the game?
Who's Jalen F? Is he
Kelly's in. Starks in.
Who?
I didn't ask Caleb to testify.
No, Jalen. Who?
I don't know.
Let's argue. I really don't know because I have a lot of things going on right now.
There you go.
Alright, so I'm just letting you know you're gonna have to leave and switch into some formal talk before you can come back into the courtroom, as well as know how.
Okay.
Are you bailiff? No, what's this?
I don't know.
Who tried to kill you?
With that J down?
I thought you were Jeffrey Dahmer's cousin.
Oh. Alright. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Wait, how do you still have your legs? I don't know what that word means. I'm sorry.
Park ranger.
Is that another word for limbs?
To City Hall I go.
I guess.
Hey, don't you talk to Vic?
Hey man.
Who?
I'm not a
You.
gematist.
You know, I got problems.
I feel like as soon as I get over here, I'm gonna like crash.
I'm not a pajamas.
It's not
I
a
wouldn't
lot of
mind
cars
if you
outside.
just,
Hey, that man's
down
smart,
to a
man.
slight whisper. That'd be fine. Thank you.
The dude's already been transported there.
Yeah, we're just waiting
No.
on
What
our
up?
parties accounted for.
That man's smart, man.
Is Landon?
You know, Money Man,
I don't.
we go on our own dictionary.
They said it was in jail.
Facts.
What's up? Who's this? Nick. Okay.
Money, man.
I think I might post you here where Garrett's supposed to be at until Garrett arrives. So
I
just
ain't
right
got
here.
no money, but I'm money, man.
So just
Sound
right there.
resumed.
Alright, start taking people to the balcony. It's getting a little bit too full in the courtroom.
I've already announced that.
Alright,
Sound muted.
because there's they're starting to fill up in here.
Time for us to watch. Oh. Wait, which? I'm gonna let y'all go out first. I know where y'all sitting at.
How's it going? We are still getting set up here. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything.
Yeah, they said on the left side, on the far left side.
You want to
Walk in
scan the
front
store, make sure no
of the judge.
Alright, he is here.
Hey, officer,
How you doing, sir?
we gonna be on TV'd out.
Good.
Alright. I need to pull up the exhibitations. Because I don't have that pulled
can
up.
I say the all rise part?
Can I get your idea?
That's always gonna be a generalized. Oh. I'd be like all rise for honorable judge, so and so.
Do you hear this?
Alright, do you have anything that's gonna poke me, stick me, or hurt me?
Okay.
I can turn around for me, I'm just gonna pat you down.
As long as you do
Alright.
too.
Sound resumed.
Alright, a little change in policies. If people are late now, we're not going to close the doors on them. They still can come in, but they just have to be taken up to the balcony.
I have a question.
Sound muted.
That's my last time speaking in there, because we have 5 minutes.
I'll be leading
So-
you guys out whenever it's ready.
Oh. So, hold on. No, I have a question for you, P-Bottle Man. So, when you were getting dressed,
I will let you guys see this, but it would be a lot of switching in and out of stuff, so I'm not going to worry about showing everything to you guys today.
Hey, he got hit with that J down, dog. You know, he a little. Yeah, that J down got him.
never yet.
Oh crap! I need to do that right quick. I didn't check to see if he had his
Oh my
But
god,
it's
you're
his.
talking about there's not a lot of cars outside, girl. The damn block is packed.
Oh, I didn't look in there.
Oh no.
Girl, the amount of goddamn state and PD vehicles outside is crazy.
I told you to feed it to the plants.
We just ask that you do not lean on the.
Hold on, let me just look.
Let me send
Let's
this to
see.
him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's 16 cars outside.
Hey man, how my hair look, man? How my hair look? It's clean. It's clean.
Yeah, it's clean.
Alright. Yeah.
And I am lagging.
Alright,
I'm
yeah.
You
I
should
got
be
that
good
one.
once you're in here.
Oh. Okay. I don't
That's
have
what's up.
tattoos.
Okay, let me sit right in my chair because this is gonna be
Yeah,
a
bro.
long thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you need some
Just
tattooed
temporary.
eyebrows. No, not temporary. Permanent.
I mean,
No,
I
his
did it with
eyebrows
an
right
expo.
now are temporary.
Yeah, I did it with an expo.
I mean, he needs a permanent microblade surgery.
Microblade
Hey,
insertion.
you smart too, man.
Microblade surgery.
You don't know what microblade is, do you?
I don't.
Alright.
Can you believe this guy?
All right, I'm gonna do something quick before we start.
Like you said, you know who he reminds me? He reminds me of Phineas.
1 second,
You're
officer.
gonna have
Check. Just
to
finish
go
him
back
up.
in the courtroom.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to
but
walk
he's the
out.
one that doesn't talk.
Oh yeah, I talk quite a bit.
Yeah,
Actually, no,
that's
I
why
don't
you're
talk that much.
Phineas. No, you're Phineas, alright.
You're gonna either have to walk out the courtroom or you're gonna
Whatever.
have to go back to the court. A bathroom? No, I don't think so. How you doing, sir?
Doing alright.
Can I get your hold on.
Alright, officer, I'm ready.
Can I get your call sign?
Yeah,
Bro, I hope that don't take too long, bro. I gotta go take my brother to work, man.
Alright, can you take your service weapon from me to a lockbox?
They know my name.
Why do I hear tasers?
I think somebody is being tased.
Hey, officer, I gotta take my work later, bro. How long it gonna take, man?
I think they'll be out in about 2 minutes.
How you doing?
Alright.
We don't pay anyone.
Ready, officer.
Where do I
How you
wait?
doing,
About
sir?
2 minutes.
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm excited.
So excited.
What was that? I'm sorry.
Oh my god, I'm trying to put the stuff in my thing
Yeah,
here.
I know. Did you not go up there? I'm gonna accidentally send the officer to
Who? What the hell is going? I'm not gonna worry about it.
No, acting. I used to be in the acting school.
Am I?
Yeah, can I get your ID?
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
Oh, they shooting outside?
What's happening?
What they shoot at? Whoa, police man, whoa, dog.
Come back. Yep, and then you left, so you have to rescreen you.
Whoa, police. What? Hey.
Get away from the window.
TD, are you in here?
No, sir. I'm here to represent the state.
Hey, if they're shooting outside, they need to put the courthouse in lockdown.
What was that? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm scared.
If there's people shooting outside, this you need to put the courthouse in lockdown.
Yes, it is.
Who's that officer who walks into the court?
Get on the ground. They're dropping a 2,000-pound bomb.
Hey man, warn me next time, dog.
If I'm not mistaken, that's what I just heard.
I heard
It
it.
is all evidence pertaining to the case in this briefcase.
Yeah, me too. I'm scared, man.
Correct.
Okay, so you are state attorney?
I am the district attorney for Blaine County.
He's about to make you late.
Scared.
Right.
Am I good to go?
You're good to go.
Alrighty, I appreciate it.
How you doing, sir?
Order in the court. We have 1 minute until proceedings start.
I don't need the ID. I just need to pat you down again.
Yeah, dog.
22 up.
You be Money Man Junior.
But like, if you get shot.
What side am I supposed to be on?
The left, the side that
Nah, you're
seats
supposed to be
completely
in front
empty.
of me.
You might have to
Supposed
stand
be a
beside it.
gentleman.
It's the right, but
Left, right, girl. It's my left, but it's your right.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
He's trying to hide behind
He
me.
the nice one. He the nice one.
I need to do one more thing before we start.
Hey, what's
I'm
up,
about
boss?
to
You
go.
the DA?
I'm gonna find his number.
I am. How you doing?
What's going on, boss? Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you as well.
Alright, Kelly, you gonna wake up with no eyebrow.
What? 1 second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Hold on.
I got you. Mr. Waking Up with no eyebrow for
Oh
me.
yeah, that's nice. Where'd you get that? Where your tag go?
Hey,
Oh,
that's my
whoa.
man
You
right
hear me?
here.
Yeah, I
Man
got you.
right here. Okay,
You hear me?
that what's up?
Yep.
Oh, okay. What's going on, man? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Come back.
Yeah,
Money
money
man,
man,
too.
that little
Looks
money
like we got a
man.
packed house,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Down,
there's
down.
a lot of people in here.
Yeah, yeah. You think? How long you think this is gonna
Hey,
take?
hey, talk.
I mean, depends on what we got.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
Hey, you gotta make it rain in here, dog.
He said throw it back.
Order in the court. Order in the court. We will now start
I'll see you on the other
possessions.
side.
Everyone take their seats. All noises in the courtroom and jury room needs to cease immediately.
Girl, how did I change my shit to shouting?
F11. Just do it until you get to screaming.
I got it. Thank
Alright.
you.
Alright. Will the bailiff please bring out the jury? I should have mentioned this in open court, but
You ready? Am I still waiting? Alright, alright.
will the bailiff for the currently holding officer of the defendant please bring defendant out, please?
I'm just gonna. And you're gonna have to take the hat off for me.
Okay.
Alright, you ready?
You don't have to sit me or hurt me.
I am not standing up because I will have a hard time sitting back down.
Alright, go
No,
turn around for me. I'm just gonna pat you down.
Will the arresting bailiff and holding cells please bring out the defendant?
Yeah, they're bringing him out.
Okay.
Why am I so nervous?
Alright, just make sure your phone's on silent. You're gonna walk up the stairs on your left. You're gonna follow that. You're gonna go on your right. That's gonna be the balcony.
Okay. Appreciate
All
it.
good. Go.
Where do we go? Left, right? Oh, just straight.
Okay.
Alright. You can go sit by the defendant, your defendant lawyer over there. It's gonna be the one to your right, immediate in front of you. Yep. Nope. Yep. Right there. Mm-hmm. I have to
The
keep
one with the dreads.
There you go. All right. All rise. San Andreas of the Third Superior Court is now in session. Judge Damian Prudu presiding.
You still said his name wrong.
Correction, Damian Pru.
Fighting with this right now.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Please be seated.
Calling the case. Oh, sorry. You can all be seated now.
Ooh, it's not letting me sit back down. Oh, there we go. Oh, am I in? It did this dumbass thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand.
You should be able to sit down. You just have to sit yourself again.
Yeah.
There we go.
Right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Calling the case of the people of the state of San Andreas versus Mr. Carter. Are both sides ready? Let me double check.
Ready for the people, Your Honor.
Defense is ready too.
Will the clerk please swear in the jury?
Yes, Your Honor. Will the clerk Will the jury please stand and raise your right hand? Do each of you swear that you will fairly try the case before this court and that you will remain a true verdict according to the evidence and the instructions of the court, so help you God? Please say I do.
I do.
You may be seated. You can just go from
Sit
there.
back down.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, District Attorney, you may start with your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, today, the people of San Andreas will be arguing 3 counts against the defendant, Mr. John Carter. Today, you will hear evidence as to 3 counts against Mr. John Carter brought onto him by the state of San Andreas and the people who live and reside upon the state. You will hear evidence as to count 1, felony invading from a peace officer. You will hear evidence as to how Mr. John Carter, without due regard of his life and others on a public roadway, proceeded to evade from state and county law enforcement, state and county law enforcement officers. You will hear evidence as to count 2, super speeder. You will hear evidence as to how Mr. John Carter, without due regard to his life and others, went above posted speeds to an extreme limit to where it has become classified as a misdemeanor in the state. You'll also hear evidence as to count 3, reckless driving. You hear evidence as to how, without due regard to his life and others,
Nah, don't talk.
how he, without due regard, went above the posted speed limit and posted a reckless danger to the people of this state and drivers of this state on specific roadways that will be named later in the case. Today, your job is to find as to if Mr. Carter is guilty on these 3 counts, or to have Mr. Carter is not guilty. State's goal is to pursue and to provide evidence to show you that Mr. Carter, without due regard, is guilty on all 3 counts.
What?
We hope that you make the right decision, and we look forward to being able to provide you with the specific evidence needed to find the said ruling that is necessary in this case. Your Honor, with that concludes the district and the people of San Andreas' opening statement.
Judge, may I proceed?
You may proceed.
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You heard from the DA today that they're going to prove 3 charges against my client over there, Mr. Carter. What he didn't tell you is that they're not going to be able to sustain their burden. And remember, my client has no obligation to do or say anything in this case. The entire burden rests only at this table right here with the DA. He has to prove to you everything in the case that he just talked about. My client or myself don't have to do anything. In fact, we don't even have to call witnesses. We don't have to question witnesses because the burden is on the government right here. So when you're making your decision and you're listening to the evidence, I want to thank you for your service. I ask that you keep an open mind and listen to the evidence carefully. And after deliberating and seeing the lack of evidence, I am confident you're going to come back with a verdict of not guilty on all counts against Mr. Carter. Again, remember, the entire burden lays at this table right here. with this DA. If he fails to meet one charge, to meet one criteria of fact, you must give a verdict of not guilty. And the judge is going to give you the instructions. So I ask that you listen to everything, because if you feel that they have not met their burden, you must, under the law, not convict and tell my client that he is not guilty. Thank you so much for your service. I'll see you soon. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Moving forward, the prosecution, you may call your first witness.
Yes, you.
Thank you, Your Honor. To begin,
What was that?
Did anybody
no
else
clue.
see?
It was. I didn't see anything.
It was a
It
car,
a-
but continue.
it was a
Continue.
trailer bang.
Yeah, just continue.
Your Honor, the prosecution first calls the arresting officer, Mr. Simmons, to the stand, if he's present.
Would the bailiff with cheese take the witness to the stand?
Excuse me.
Center of the court at the podium, please. One of the bailiffs go meet him up there, please.
Excuse me.
Go ahead and follow me.
All right, please remain standing. Raise your right hand. Do you promise that the testimony you shall give in the case before this court shall be truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please state your first and last name.
Joe Simmons.
Please spell your last name for the record.
Simmons.
All right, you may be seated.
Thank you, Mr. Simmons, for appearing in court today. I understand that you might have had other things to do as of today and as of right now. Mr. Simmons, my first question for the people of this court, may you please just go ahead and restate your name and as well state the department that you work for as well as your rank.
My name is Joe Simmons. I work for the San Andreas State Patrol, and I am a trooper.
Thank you, Mr. Simmons. And as in correlation with this case, can you please explain to myself, the jury, and the people here today as to what happened on the night of October 11th, 2022?
Okay. So, on October the 11th, myself and Deputy Caleb M. were sitting on the highway. It's gonna be north on the 13, mile marker 10. We observed a vehicle going high rates of speed. My radar clocked him at 156, and Deputy Caleb's radar clocked him at 153. We both flipped around and went after the vehicle. Straight up ahead, they had a roadblock set up. So that was gonna be, I believe, a 070. So we called up to 7 Charlie 167 and informed him that we had a vehicle at high rates of speed coming in his direction. So at that point, he radioed back to us and said that it was going to be a 2-door.
Objection, Judge. Hearsay.
Give him a minute. His microphone's not working properly.
You good, Damien?
It's in
The
the
mic
police
won't
report.
activate.
It was in the police report.
This has. You get asked him to repeat what he was about to say.
Yeah, no, my mic won't activate.
You want to turn off your voice and turn it back on?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Please give the judge a few seconds as he's having issues on his end.
Sure.
Check, check.
You're
Oh,
good.
there we go.
We hear you.
Okay. Sorry, Trooper, can you please repeat what you were about to say? And then you were objecting for hearsay?
Yeah, Your Honor, the objection is hearsay because it's not a court statement.
Sorry, Trooper, can you repeat what you said for me?
Yep. So when we turned around, we caught up ahead 27 Charlie 167, which he had a roadblock set up straight ahead. We informed him that we had a vehicle at high rates of speed coming in his direction. He then informed us that it had just went through his roadblock.
Objection, Judge. Again, hearsay. He's talking about a statement that somebody else made out of court.
Why can't I think? It's sustained, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sustained.
Okay.
So, Judge, I'm going to ask that that part of the testimony be stricken from the record.
Fuck this man.
Indeed.
Sorry.
Clerk, you can go ahead
The
and show
clerk
that part
notes
of the record.
the sustained.
Prosecution, you may continue.
Thank you, Your Honor. Oh, God.
Oh, grab a kid when he's coughing.
Mr. Simmons, you explained what was the clocked speed once again that yourself and the other deputy stated that you both clocked them at US Route 13 northbound.
So, right before he got to mine, Deputy Caleb M. clocked him at
Objection, Your Honor. This is not the witness. He cannot testify to what somebody else saw or did. He can only testify to what he himself observed. So I'm going to object to
Statement
this
is in the
line.
record towards his speed.
No, it's not. He can't testify. You have to put in the proper foundation to put the record in.
Mr. Caleb's statement is in the record as to what he witnessed.
No, but Mr. Caleb is not on the stand testifying.
Okay,
Mr. Caleb cannot testify for other people. He can only state what he saw and what he knows for a fact. He can't speak on other people's behalf.
Alrighty, Mr. Simmons. Then what was the speed that you clocked Mr. Carter going at that time?
When the vehicle went past me, my radar clocked him at 156 miles per hour.
Okay. And Mr. Simmons, to the best of your recollection, what is the posted speed limit on US Route 13?
The posted speed limit is 80 miles per hour.
Okay. Mr. Simmons, from your perspective, may you continue explaining what happened? Furthermore, once units proceeded to enter Polito Bay following said vehicle.
Objection, Your Honor. The witness never testified as to where the cars went. In fact, that's the DA who's putting the word Polito Bay onto the record. The witness never stated that.
Sustained.
So, Your Honor, I'm going to ask that that line of questioning also be stricken from the record and that the jury be instructed to disregard.
Clerk, you have that.
Clerk's copies the record is be scratched from the record. Jury is to disregard.
I have a statement.
Mr. Simmons, if you may, what direction of travel, when you observed there was the vehicle heading?
They were going in towards Pluto Bay. I also have a statement about the location of the vehicle.
All right. If you would like, you're welcome to give your statement.
Okay, so when I passed the roadblock, I was heading into Polito Bay almost to the Ron gas station, and I looked over to my left and observed the vehicle driving on the train tracks. So at that point, I flipped around and I headed over to 037 off of US 1. So then, at that point, when I had pulled in, I observed the vehicle trying to get back out onto the highway. So I pulled in behind the vehicle, and as they were turning out onto the highway, I activated my sirens. So I was following the vehicle to about the Ron gas station, and then they turned on to Procopio Drive 039. Then after that, at the red light, they proceeded to turn on to Polito Boulevard 028 and rolled at about 20 miles per hour until they stopped at 026.
At approximately what point or what landmark did you yourself activate your lights and emergency sirens behind the vehicle?
Okay, so when I pulled out onto the highway, when I first clocked his speed, I activated my lights and sirens, and I never turned them off until he was coming to a complete stop.
Approximately how long did it take for the vehicle to come to a complete stop?
From the time I got behind him at 037 and he got back on US 1, I would say probably 2 minutes 30 seconds to 3 minutes with me behind him with my lights and sirens on.
Officer.
No. Don't talk, bro. I got it. Don't talk.
Alrighty, Mr. Simmons. At this time, what was the description of the vehicle that you observed during this scene?
I observed a red two-door Subaru.
Any time during this point, during this scene, did you yourself observe a license plate on the back or the front of that Subaru?
Yes, I did. If you'll give me one moment, I have that here.
Judge, no object is if the witness is reading from an item that is not in evidence, he cannot do that. That's against the rules.
The clerk would like to state that the license plate is on record.
Sir, are you reading from your statement, or what are you reading from?
He doesn't have to confirm that the plate
It's
is
gonna
red.
be from the information
We have it on record.
that I turned in with my statement.
We have it on record.
If that's the information, Judge, we have. Yes, Judge. If that's the situation, I withdraw my objection.
All right, Mr. Tripper, you can continue.
Okay, so would you like a license plate?
Yes, sir. If you can provide that for us.
That's gonna be 01 UZQ 143.
Okay. And at any time during this scene, did you yourself ever run that license plate?
I did not run the license plate until I proceeded to get back to the station.
Okay. And upon you getting back to the station and you running said license plate, what was the name that came back on that license plate?
John Carter.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecution has no further questions for the witness.
All right. Defense, do you have any questions for this witness?
Yes, Judge. I just have a few questions.
All right, you may proceed.
Now, officer, I have a few questions for you. I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you to keep a voice that is loud so that everybody can hear you. I'm going to ask you some yes or no questions, some things just that I get clarification on, please. Now, you're the arresting officer, correct?
Yes.
And how long have you been a member of your police department?
I have been a member of the law enforcement for about 5 months now. I just transferred over to the San Andreas State Patrol from Los Santos Police Department. I've been a part of San Andreas State Patrol for about 2 to 3 weeks now.
Okay. And when you went to the police academy before becoming a police officer, correct?
Yes.
And you studied extensively the law in the police academy, correct?
Yes.
All right. And they talked to you about all the rules of the law and the government that you have to uphold as a member of law enforcement, correct?
Yes.
And they also taught you about how to fill out paperwork in connection with any case, correct?
Yes.
In fact, you did fill out paperwork in connection with this case, correct?
Yes.
And the paperwork that you filled it out close to the time after this incident, correct?
Yes.
And you filled it out when it was fresh in your memory, correct?
Yes.
And you filled out the paperwork truthfully, correct?
Yes.
And you filled it out as accurately as possible, correct?
Yes.
And I believe you gave the paperwork, I believe the statement that you read, that's the statement that the DA put into evidence, correct?
Yes.
And you put that evidence in because that statement that you put is a complete and truthful depiction of what happened, correct? Okay. So, officer, would you please tell me and direct me to where in your paperwork, in your statement, you indicated a description of the car?
Give me 1 second. Let me find
Sure.
it here. Okay, so
Is that description of the vehicle that you allegedly saw in your narrative statement? Yes or no?
give me a second here. Yes, it is. If you let me see.
I want you to be clear as to the
Hey,
statement
is
that you
this
are
his
looking
statement
at.
in here? The
Detailed
detailed
narrative where
narrative
you
on
state
slide 6?
myself and Deputy Caleb. I'm talking about that statement.
Hold on.
Yep. So if you look
Myself
on
and
the
Master
fifth line
Deputy
down,
Caleb M. Calls.
Yes, that
it
is provided
gives
from
a
him.
clear
Okay.
description of the vehicle.
Can you please read it to me what it says that you are looking at? You said the 5th line down?
Yes.
Okay, what
So
vehicle, what's the description? What do you see there?
it says, so the individual just went through, and it was a red Subaru.
No, sir. I'm talking about the detailed narrative in
Yes, that's what I'm
your
reading.
statement. That's not what I have in evidence.
That's what I turned in, and that's what I'm reading from.
I don't see.
Judge, I would ask that you review the narrative that was provided that was entered
1,
into
2,
evidence.
3, 4, 5.
I'll send it to you. The clerk.
Stand by, sir.
The clerk will give the judge the narrative.
It is in the 5th line down.
I'm DMing to the judge. Here you go, Damien. Check DMs. It is on slide 6.
Slide 6, 5th line.
This was given to.
That was given to.
Yeah,
him.
that was. This is
The
all in
defense?
record. Yeah, this is all in record. This is what we have on record.
Hold on. I need to open this in Chrome. It's being stupid.
Judge?
I'm reviewing this statement right now. Sorry.
Yes, Judge. You know what? I'm going to continue with this line of questioning because this officer just gave me some information. So I'm going to continue with this line of questioning, Judge.
Okay, you may continue.
Now, officer, as a member of, I'm sorry, what county do you work for again?
San Andreas State Patrol.
San Andreas State Patrol. And in that capacity, just to kind of go back to what you stated, you stated that you turned on your license sirens, correct?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah,
correct.
It's fine.
And what were your lights? Were they blue and blue, red and blue, white and blue, or what?
Blue and white.
Blue and white. And it's the same lights for your partner, Deputy Caleb, correct?
No.
I believe his lights are red and blue.
Okay. And you, as a member of your police force, have a fleet of vehicles, correct? And they each have lights and sirens, correct?
Correct.
And you have multiple Chargers, SUVs, Crown Victorias, etc., correct?
Correct.
And each of those vehicles have lights and sirens and your police insignia, correct?
Correct.
And on your vehicle is listed your call sign, correct? Which is what you go by, correct?
Correct.
And what car do you drive?
I drive a 2018 Charger.
Okay. And you have other fleets of Chargers in your police fleet, correct?
Correct.
And you don't have your call sign on any other vehicle, correct?
Correct.
So when you go to your vehicle, you're looking for your specific vehicle with your call sign, correct?
Correct.
Because your call sign is unique to you and your car, correct?
Correct.
Now, sir, you would also agree with me that a license plate is something that is unique to a vehicle, correct?
Correct.
And you indicated in your narrative that the car that you saw was a red Subaru, correct?
Correct.
However, would you please indicate to me in your narrative where you put the unique license plate of the vehicle that you observed?
The license plate of the vehicle was not in my narrative. It was
Okay,
on
thank you,
another
sir.
piece of paper.
Thank you, sir. So you just testified to this jury that you put important information in your paperwork, correct? You remember that line of questioning?
Correct.
But yet you failed to include an important piece of the case, which is a unique license plate, correct?
Negative. It is
Well,
documented. It's on my.
That wasn't my question, sir. Please listen to my question. It's not documented in your narrative that is in evidence, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so you failed to include important information in your detailed narrative, correct?
Correct.
Thank you. So let's go on some other mistakes that were made in this case by you as the arresting officer. You indicated that the vehicle that you observed was going 156 miles per hour, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so then, sir, could you please tell me and show this jury the calibration report that you created in connection with this case?
The fuck? We don't have
Yes, we
those.
do. The picture.
Yeah, I'm not understanding the question.
Okay, let me ask you this, sir. How do you know that did you use a radar or did you use your eyes to measure the speed?
You might want to say something.
Okay.
Because it's here.
And how do you measure whether or not the radar is in working order?
Every day before we get on shift, we run a test on them.
Hold on.
Okay, so can you please show this jury the test that you ran that morning to make sure that your radar was in proper working order?
There's no way to show the jury.
Well, sir, you just showed you could show
Your
the jury.
Honor,
Did you bring it to
objection
court?
irrelevance. His radar reports are provided in evidence.
Where are you going with this?
So, Judge, it was a photo of the radar, but not the calibration reports to show that it was in proper working order and it was functioning properly. Those are two different things.
If he clocked the vehicle,
Please make
then
sure
it was
you
functioning
address the judge
properly.
as Your Honor when addressing the judge.
Sure, yes, Your Honor. So, Your Honor, a photo of a radar is very different than the mechanics of the radar and how it works, and that we know that it was working properly that day.
Overruled. You can continue.
Thank you, Your Honor. So, officer, you did not.
What? It is relevant. He's trying to prove that
a scientific or
make it seem like
calibration
it is.
report of the radar from that morning, correct?
Correct.
And therefore, this jury does not have that scientific evidence to show that that machine was working properly, correct?
Correct.
And it's possible that the machine wasn't properly working, correct?
Correct.
Objection. Call for conclusion.
Sustained.
No, Your
I
Honor.
ask that be stricken from the record, Your Honor.
Now, officer,
He didn't
The
like
car
that.
was going at least, from your indication, 156 miles an hour, correct?
Correct.
And therefore, you don't know how many people were in the vehicle, correct?
Correct.
And for all you know, there were 4 people inside of the car, correct?
Negative, because that car
Objection
cannot
calls for
hold 4 people.
speculation.
No, it doesn't. He was observing, so he doesn't know. If he doesn't know, he can say he doesn't know how many people were in the car.
Question asked, there could be up to 4 people for all he knows. That's speculating.
Okay. So,
Suspense.
officer, you didn't see anybody in the car, correct?
Correct.
And you didn't see any number of people in the car, correct?
Correct.
And there was a point when I believe you were facing northbound on 125, and the car was going where? Eastbound?
Correct.
And therefore, you had to turn your vehicle around in order to give chase to this red vehicle, correct?
Correct.
And you're familiar with that highway, correct?
Correct.
And that highway has a lot of winding roads, correct? Or a lot of curves, correct?
Correct.
And there are points in the highway where you don't see directly what's in front of you, correct?
Correct.
And when you turned to go after the vehicle, you lost sight of the red car, correct?
Correct.
So when the red car drove past you initially, you did not see it at all, correct?
Correct.
And you lost vision of that red car.
Correct.
And officer, when it came to a point in time, I believe when you spoke on direct examination, you testified that you pulled up behind the car at 037, correct?
Correct.
And that was the first time that you got behind this red car, correct?
Correct.
And that was primarily the first time. Well, let me withdraw that. That was the first time that the red car pulled over, correct?
Correct.
And I believe in your detailed narrative that you created, you also indicated that the first time you pulled up behind the red car was at 037, correct?
Correct.
And therefore, you never pulled up behind the vehicle at 125, correct?
Correct.
And you never pulled up to the vehicle when you made your way towards the tunnel, correct?
I never made my way towards the tunnel.
Well, to the opposite, towards the tunnel, I said, not in the tunnel, but towards the opposite direction, because
yeah, correct.
Right. So there was no car. That red car was not in front of you at the tunnel of 125 going towards Paleto Bay, correct?
Correct.
Okay. If I could just have one moment, please, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
And officer, it was nighttime, correct?
Correct.
He's about to pull
Okay.
the visibility
And
card.
additionally, with this day of age, there's a lot of technology. You would agree with me, correct?
Correct.
There are a lot of closed circuit televisions, correct?
Correct.
A lot of ring cameras.
Correct.
And body camera, correct?
Correct.
As well as dash cam, correct?
Correct.
So, officer, would you please show this jury your body cam that you activated from that night?
I do not have the tape.
Okay. So another thing that we don't have for this jury to see from that evening, correct?
Correct.
Because you failed in your duties as a police officer, correct?
Incorrect. Not correct.
Now, officer, when you turned on your lights at 037 for the first time, the person in the red car, they complied, correct?
Negative. They did not.
They didn't immediately pull over. Is that what you're saying?
No, I activated my lights at 125.
Okay, but the first time that the red car saw you was at 037, correct? When you pulled up behind it, correct?
Correct.
And the car complied, correct?
Negative.
Okay, so the car eventually complied, correct? I'll say that.
Correct.
Okay, and it was at this point that you first saw the license plate that you read, correct?
Correct.
Because you didn't see it before, correct?
Correct.
And officer, isn't it true that the first time that you actually got the license plate was at the police station, correct?
Negative. I got it when the vehicle pulled over. The first time I ran the license plate was at the police station.
Okay, I understand that. That was my mistake for that. So I'll clarify that. Now, the car that you stopped, right? It never shot at you, correct?
Correct.
And you never saw any guns drawn towards you, correct?
Correct.
And the car did not back up to try to hit you, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And in fact, you had another officer there, Officer Caleb, correct?
Correct.
And that's Officer Caleb in the gallery, correct?
Correct.
That's him sitting over there in the second row, correct?
Correct.
And he was the one that pulled up to the scene with you, correct?
Correct.
And he also had his gun drawn on this red car, correct?
Correct.
And then there was another officer, a third officer who pulled up, correct?
Correct.
And he also had a gun drawn at the red car, correct?
Negative.
He had a taser drawn?
Negative. At the point when he pulled up, we had already had the suspect out of the vehicle.
Understood. Okay, so you had the suspect out of the vehicle. Okay. And once the suspect was out of the vehicle, he was compliant, correct?
Sort of. He was refusing to give me his name at the first point. It was until we got to the station before he gave me any form of identification.
Okay. So, officer, you would agree with me that when you asked for my client, you asked the person in the red car for the license, they refused, correct?
Correct.
And you would also agree with me that throughout your interaction on the street, when you stopped the vehicle, you never read the suspect Miranda warnings, correct?
Correct, because I did not ask him any incriminating questions about the crime.
Okay, but my question, listen to my question. My question was, you never read him Miranda warnings, correct?
Yeah, correct.
And Officer Caleb never read him Miranda warnings, correct?
Correct.
And the captain on duty that day also never read him Miranda warnings, correct?
I cannot answer for him. I have no idea.
That's fair, sir. And when my client, you asked the suspect for ID, you said to him in sum and substance, when I ask you for your license, you're going to tell me where your license is at. You're going to tell me. You said that to him, correct? And after he continued to say, I'm going to remain silent, I'm not talking to you, you said, see, you're going to give me your name and your date of birth, or this is going to go in a completely different direction, correct?
Correct.
And you would agree with me that that's a threat, correct?
Negative.
Well, when you tell someone, demand to them that they give you something after they have exercised their constitutional right, you are then threatening them, correct?
Negative. By law, they are required to give me some sort of identification.
That wasn't my statement, sir.
I understand that.
Okay, so when you said to any citizen in this county, this is going to go in a completely different direction, that a reasonable person would deem that as a threat. You would agree with me, correct?
Objection, inflammatory.
These are his statements, Your Honor, and he just testified that he made them.
It's intended to cause prejudice against the officer.
Honor, the meaning behind that statement was that he was going to get another charge for to identify if he did not
doesn't
identify
say
himself.
anything.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, was that you who said that?
I believe that was a trooper here.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, you did not say that though, correct? You said this is going to go in a
Objection,
completely different direction,
argumentative.
correct? No, it's not. I'm clarifying something that he said.
You're arguing against what he just said.
No, I'm clarifying.
The judge can please sustain or overrule the objection.
So, officer, You never said to him
You're not gonna-
it's
you're not
going
gonna
to
say
be a
anything?
complete. It's going to be
No,
an
you
additional
didn't.
charge after you said you're going to give me your name and date of birth, or it's going to go in a completely different direction. Correct?
I do not remember.
Okay. Very convenient.
Wow. Not the very
Now,
convenient.
while you were at the police station, you never read the person any Miranda warnings, correct?
Correct.
And at that point, you still continue to question the individual, correct?
Negative.
Okay, so what did you say at the police precinct?
I asked him for his name and date of birth again, but then he provided it to me. And then I
Damn, are you allowed to
started to
speak?
get his charges together.
Try to speak.
And then he was sent off to booking.
Okay.
At some point in that time, he started to talk to me about the crime he committed.
You're on screen.
I did not ask him any questions about
Yeah.
it.
You can barely hear
Okay,
you.
so you would agree with me that when you were speaking with my client, you stated to him in sum and substance, I'm going to be honest with you. When the car sped past me, I did not get any description about the car and did not know what the car looked like. That's what you said to him, correct?
Correct.
So, again, you never
fuck are you
initially
doing,
saw the vehicle,
Simmons?
correct?
Correct.
The first
Thanks
time
for
you
the
see the vehicle is at 037 when the car eventually pulled up
Kobe
and stopped
YouTube.
around 026, correct?
Correct.
And that's just right around the corner from one another, correct?
Not necessarily.
Well, it's
Simmons,
only
you're ruining
well
this.
withdrawn. Your Honor, by any chance, do you have the map of the route from 037 to 028 to be able to publish? I don't know if you're able to or not.
037.
Just so that the jury
Hold
can
on a
see. I don't
second.
know. I don't know if that's possible, but if not, I can move on.
The
It's gonna be 026 is where I stopped at though.
I'm sorry, 02 from the map from 037 to 026.
Yeah. Technically, you could say it's around the corner. I guess yes.
Okay, so for the record and for the jury, since they can't see it, it's around the corner. Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, if I could just have one moment to confer with my notes and to confer with my client, please.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, permission for a 5-minute recess?
Yes, well, defense, while you concur with your notes and your client, we'll go ahead and take a 5-minute recess and we'll group here. Clerk.
The clerk has noted for a 5-minute recess. We will all come back in courtroom at 8:55. The jury may stand and return back to the jury room.
I'm sorry, Mr. Clerk. You said we're at a recess?
Yes, we're taking a 5-minute recess.
Hold on. Wait to leave the stand. Let the jury get back in the room first. Go ahead, guys. Okay, you're good to go.
He's innocent.
Alright, I'm gonna go speak with the what's the name?
They have no evidence to prove against him.
All right,
I know,
Yeah,
right?
this is what we have.
all right, jury. Are y'all
Yeah,
able?
Pete,
Are y'all
right?
able to hop in a Discord group chat real quick to talk? I don't want people to hear what we're talking about.
I'm gonna whisper it with you guys.
Okay.
All right.
I think that
I'll be
they
back.
are going into
I'm
a
sorry, I will.
special
I'll be back.
conversation.
Yes, we can.
Okay, we're waiting on one more juror to join. Okay, so right now, presenting the evidence, which is just the witness and the statements, claims. We're not down to the verdict yet. We're actually have a while to go before the verdict. It's just the first witness. So I'd just like to see how you guys feel about the current situation of the trial, and just get your.
There's no, as of now, the defense has
Debunked every single part of the.
He took apart everything. Like
Yeah.
this
The whole
yeah.
report. Everything.
Yeah, there's at this point,
I
there's
want that.
no
Holy
case.
God.
Okay.
There's no case besides the. I guess on the stand he said he didn't get his identification. I mean that's the only thing. Me personally, if that was a charge, I would only find him guilty of. But everything else.
So the jury does agree that the clock for the super speeding is not submissible anymore. You guys question the calibration of the radar now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And when he said he literally didn't see the description of the vehicle, that was definitely a turning point as well.
And admitted to it.
Okay. I will state in the narrative, it does state that he's seen a red Subaru, but
Well, he said at first when he quote clocked it, he hadn't even seen the description of the vehicle.
Yeah.
Is there
So then again,
and his
then again, I guess
his statement are we able to see his statement? His written statement that he made?
If you want to see it, yes, of course, I will show you his statement.
Is anyone recording this?
This our talk right now.
Nah, like.
Oh.
The room.
No, no, there's no recording allowed inside the.
Indeed, I am.
Even like out of RP.
Yeah, I'm body cam live
gotcha.
right now. But besides that,
Yeah.
okay, I
Alright,
have
thank you.
posted This is directly from Simmons J, which is the current witness that was on stand. This is all that he has, and he does as well have the radar clock that I will also send to both parties. This is all based off pure evidence, so let that lead you guys to a verdict. The judge will later come in and explain to you what you guys will have to decide. We'll go out again. We'll probably get two more witnesses. One more witness from the prosecution, and then if so, the defendant will bring out his witness or the defendant itself. After that, we will come back in here. We will discuss a verdict.
So where did he go past the roadblock?
The roadblock.
Or was that where they stopped him? Because it said something about a roadblock.
I'm pretty
Is that
sure.
where they stopped him?
I'm pretty sure he went past the roadblock. I will put that into questioning if the jury wants to ask that question.
Yes.
Yes.
Can one of you write that question? Just stay for spokesman. Can
Yeah, I
you
got
please
you.
write that question in here?
Did either of them have their plate readers on?
No. As he said, he seen the plate once he got up and stopped. When the vehicle finally stopped, that's when he seen the plate for his statement. What he said when he was on the stand, and he ended up running the plate when he was back at the station. So I'm assuming he wrote down the plate when the vehicle was pulled over. That's what he stated.
I'm more talking about when he ended up clocking it.
I don't know. He said it was the vehicle. It's the vehicle that passed by, but then again, he said he didn't have a description of the vehicle. That's write that question down as well.
Oh yeah, so it says that he went up towards the train tracks when going. So instead of going past the robots, he went up towards the train track.
No, it says he went through the roadblock.
Did he?
Well, he was headed towards the roadblock.
All right, I'm gonna relay this information to the judge right quick.
All right.
It says so. I pulled into the old farms and came off the road.
Yeah, he said the individual just went.
Okay.
through.
Okay.
Your Honor.
Yes.
The jury has two pending questions that would like to be asked on the for the prosecuting side to verify. It's two questions. I'm going to send them to you. If you could have them, the prosecuting state the claim on those two questions.
Okay.
Excuse me. Sir? Yeah.
I can escort you up to the stand.
Alright, let's go.
Beep beep.
I'll just forward them to the prosecution and get you to ask
Yeah.
those.
You just want to
hey,
proceed
what?
it to him.
Ooh,
All right,
wrong
I'm gonna
person.
go back and get back with the jury. All right.
a seat.
Oh my god.
Took
All
more
right, the
time
judge has the question.
before.
The
Preferably off the desk,
prosecution
sir.
will
I'm
answer
working on
those questions when we go back up. The judge will direct the questions towards the prosecution. He will ask those 2 questions.
Thank
So
you,
make sure
sir.
you both are listening to those questions. There won't be a rebuttal from the defense side on those questions. It is a question directed by the jury, not towards the defendant to confuse you guys. So you get the straight facts and the straight information. It is time to go back out. So be ready to come back out shortly.
Okay.
And I will see
I
you
feel
guys.
that the prosecution should have waited longer to build their case up before they did this, because this is
I'm trying to F2 in the right place. I can't. There we go. Slash sit chair.
Okay.
Oh, fucking bullshit, bro.
All rise for Judge Simmons.
You may all be seated now.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Arguing
He
it.
said
but-
Judge. He said Judge Simmons.
Sorry, we gotta bring the rest of the jury back in.
Okay,
Hey,
if everyone could please go back to the stand.
Hey, Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
You just want these questions asked after the defense finishes?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all clear.
Yeah, okay.
Ask it directly towards the prosecution. Defendant may not give a rebuttal on it because it will confuse.
Yeah.
The
I just forward them to him, and then I'll tell him that the jury had 2 questions that they'd like clarified on, and that the prosecution will ask.
All right. All right. We're 2 minutes behind, so you want to start back off.
Defense, when you're ready, you may continue your questioning.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon again, members of the jury. Now, officer, did you ever issue any summonses?
Summonses.
Okay. Now, you would agree with me that with certain types of vehicles, there are multiple colors of vehicles, correct?
Yeah.
And there are green vehicles, correct?
Correct.
Blue ones?
Correct.
And red ones, like the person that you ran from, correct? That ran from you, correct? Allegedly?
Correct.
Now, this red vehicle that you saw, you never saw that it was red up until you stopped the car or got behind it around 037, correct?
Hey, sir, can you please stand up?
Negative. The only reason I knew the description of the vehicle, like I stated in the past, is because of the units at the roadblock.
Well, sir, I need you to answer my question because you
But
cannot
yes,
call for the operation.
I did not see the actual description of the vehicle until I pulled in at 037.
Okay, thank you. Your Honor, may I just have one moment, please?
No,
go ahead.
Oh my god, this motherfucker just had 5 minutes.
And officer, isn't it true that while the suspect was placed into your back seat, you or another fellow officer searched that red car, correct?
Correct.
And neither of you obtained a search warrant, correct?
Correct.
And there was nobody else inside of that vehicle, correct?
Correct.
And therefore, you violated the person's Fourth Amendment constitutional rights, correct?
Objection. Calls for speculation.
Sustained.
I ask that be stricken from the record.
The court clerk notes the stricken from the record.
So, officer, you searched the vehicle, correct?
Negative. I did not search the vehicle. Deputy Caleb searched the vehicle.
Okay, Deputy Caleb, who's the one sitting in the second row, correct?
Yes, correct.
And he did not have a search warrant, correct?
Correct.
And in fact, neither of you spoke to a judge in order to get a search warrant, correct?
Correct.
And officer, based on your training and experience as a member of law enforcement, you would agree that a person who searches something without a warrant is an illegal search, correct?
The search warrant is not needed if he's being.
Sir, that wasn't my question. Please answer my question, which was a
Can
yes
you
or
please
no.
restate your question?
Sure. If you search a type of property without a search warrant, that is an illegal search, correct?
Correct.
You both.
And that is a violation of the
I'm
Fourth
sorry, but
Amendment,
this is
correct?
Correct. I
And
also have a
that's
statement about
somebody's constitutional rights, correct?
Oh my
Correct.
God! You just lost your entire case.
I would have objected for relevance.
Yeah, I would have objected for relevance.
He has grounds because he has probable cause.
He doesn't need
Your
it.
Honor, may
You
I
have
have
to
one
search the
moment,
vehicle
please?
for inventory. It's required to
Proceed.
It's required to be searched by any officer if it's going to be towed. To
Well,
not
this
be
isn't a
searched on
civil
moving in it.
case either. This is a criminal criminal
Yeah,
trial.
but still, it
so
was
there's
being towed.
no relevance for a civil case to be mentioned or anything for it.
I don't understand that his question behind it because you don't need a search warrant to search a person's vehicle if they're going to jail for it.
Sir?
Yes.
Could I speak to you really quickly?
Your Honor.
About.
Is that somebody in the courtroom talking?
Somebody
Yes,
just
it's available.
reported at the
Your Honor,
defense.
defense
jury.
has no further questions for this witness.
Okay. Sorry, did you say
Your Honor,
somebody
I have a
nodded
statement
to the
regarding
defense?
one of his questions.
You have a statement regarding one of his questions, sir?
Yes.
I don't know. Do I let him speak that statement?
No.
Yeah,
No.
you know.
I'll just hold on to it. He's done questioning you.
Okay.
Before you're relieved, the jury has 2 questions that they'd like clarified on. The prosecution has those questions. They will be asking those 2 questions for clarification. Prosecution, you may proceed with those 2 questions.
Thank you,
Your Honor, just so that I'm clear, I apologize. Is this the questions from the jury?
Yes, the jury would like some clarifications on
Understood.
2 topics.
Understood. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Simmons, the first question that the jury has for you is that did this the red Subaru here in question ever go past the roadblock that you stated in your narrative?
Correct. They went straight through it.
Okay, thank you. And the second question that they have for you is did I'm assuming this is did yourself have your plate reader on at the original time of you clocking said vehicle?
Correct.
You did.
Correct.
Okay, thank you. Those were the 2 questions that I had from the.
Your Honor, I have a brief question based on that line of questioning from the jurors.
I'm sorry, defense. There's no rebuttals at this time since it was not a question from the prosecution to continue with.
All right. Fair, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
All right. The witness is excused. Prosecution, you may call the next witness once this witness exits the court.
Are you gonna call your next witness?
Yes, I am. Your Honor, the prosecution calls up Mr. Stark C, an observing officer of the scene.
If the bailiff could please meet the witness to take him to the witness stand.
Go ahead and follow me. Go ahead and stand here and make sure you face the judge. Stay standing.
Please remain standing. Please raise your right hand. Do you promise that the testimony you shall give in And the case before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Please state your first and last name.
Stark Clinton.
Please spell your last name for the record.
Cliton.
You may be seated.
Alrighty, Mr. Stark. Thank you for appearing here in court today. I do greatly appreciate it. Mr. Stark, as I had Mr. Simmons, the previous witness, do, may you please state your name, the department that you work for, and your active rank in that department.
Stark Clinton. I am a deputy sheriff and also an investigator.
Thank you, Mr. Stark. Mr. Stark, on the night in question on October 11, 2022, where were you located?
I was currently located on the Great Ocean Highway, 070 at Roadblock.
Roadblock. Okay. And that would be the roadblock in question in which Mr. Simmons stated that he got vehicle information from, correct?
You'd be correct.
Okay. Mr. Stark, to the best of your recollection, well, actually, Mr. Stark, at the time that the vehicle passed said roadblock, were you the only unit on scene of that roadblock?
Yes, I was the only officer, question deputy, on the scene of it.
Mr. Stark, at the time that the vehicle passed you, were you inside of your vehicle or were you outside of your vehicle?
No, sir. I was standing in the middle of the road directing traffic.
All right. Mr. Stark, approximately from how long that the unit transmitted to you that the vehicle was approaching your roadblock to when the vehicle passed your roadblock, approximately how long was it, that time span?
I could say roughly between 5 to 8 seconds.
5 to 8 seconds. And upon the vehicle passing you, did it appear, to the best of your recollection, that the vehicle was going above or below the posted speed limit of 80 miles per hour?
Objection, Your Honor. Calls for speculation.
Sustained.
And I'm going to ask that that be stricken from the record and the jury be instructed to disregard.
The court has noted.
Okay. And Mr. Stark, you stated when the vehicle passed you that the other units were giving a description of the vehicle. Can you provide that description to the court, please?
I did not receive a
objection. Withdrawn.
I did not immediately receive a description from the law enforcement officer. I was told a high rate of speed motor vehicle was approaching my roadblock, and they were pursuing the vehicle. And then once the vehicle came into view of me, it was a red two-door sports vehicle.
Okay. Stated in your statement that the vehicle was disregarding all public safety for the public and yourself when approaching the roadblock. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. At the time, I was standing in the middle of the road, and there was traffic in the same road I was in, and he just went right.
Can you explain to the jury and everyone here how was that vehicle disregarding public safety?
At the time, I was in the middle of the road directing traffic to go around this something that was obstructing the traffic in the roadway, and so I created a pathway in a sense for vehicles to pass through with cones in a safely manner. I was at that time I was directing vehicles through that pathway when that red two-door vehicle came up at, in my opinion, higher speed through the checkpoint.
Okay. Mr. Stark, would you say that with that vehicle going that speed, flying through said checkpoint and boundaries, that is without due regard to his life and others?
Objection, Your Honor. Calls for speculation.
Sustained.
I'm going to ask that that be stricken from the record as well, and the jury be instructed to disregard. Your Honor, thank you.
Court clerk has noted.
Mr. Stark, approximately from how long that the vehicle passed you was it that officers passed you pursuing said vehicle?
I could say not even no longer than 5 seconds.
Just so everyone's clear, can you state which direction of travel this vehicle was heading?
The vehicle was heading southbound towards Pluto.
I don't have time for this. Mr. Stark, upon the vehicle passing you, were you involved in the said pursuit of said vehicle?
Negative. I stayed at my post and watched multiple different law enforcement agencies continue the pursuit of the vehicle.
Okay. Mr. Stark, I thank you. I believe that is all the questions that I have for you. The prosecution has no further questions, Your Honor.
Okay. Defense, do you have any questions for this witness?
Very brief, Your Honor, if the court would indulge me.
You may proceed.
Thank you. Good afternoon, officer.
Good afternoon.
And officer, how long have you been a member? I'm sorry. Can I get where you're a member of law enforcement? What county or unit?
I am a deputy sheriff with the Blaine County Sheriff's Office.
Okay, thank you, sir. And how long have you been a member of this unit?
I have been a member of the Blaine County Sheriff's Office for I think at least a month or two.
A month. And how long were you in any other law enforcement capacity?
Yes, I have previous experience in state police.
And in total of the tenure of your career as law enforcement, approximately how long do you have on as a member of law enforcement?
I could say at least 2 to 3 years.
2 3 years. Okay, so very extensive, correct?
You could say that.
And how many arrests have you made throughout your tenure as a member of law enforcement?
I can't necessarily give you an exact number of how many people I've arrested.
Okay, would it be more than 10?
Definitely more than 10.
More than 50?
Yes, more than 50.
More than 100?
Oh my God!
Not over.
If this prosecuting
And you've arrested people for
doesn't
various
call
types
that
of
as
crimes,
objection to
yes, sir.
misleading
for assaults,
or relevance?
Correct? Yes, sir.
For shootings?
Yes, sir.
Drugs?
Objection, relevance, Your Honor.
Where are you going with this defense?
Well, Your Honor, this is the government's witness. I need to establish his foundation and his knowledge of the law and his enforcement. He's a law enforcement officer. The prosecution called him. I'm entitled to cross-examine him on his basis of knowledge and police experience.
You may proceed.
And officer, you've arrested people also for drunk driving violations, correct?
Yes, sir. Many of those.
And you've issued thousands of summonses for various vehicle and traffic law infractions, correct?
You are correct.
And in each of those arrests and summonses, you fill out paperwork, correct?
Yes, sir.
And in all those paperwork, you fill out everything to the truthfulness and to the best of your ability, correct?
Yes, sir, to the best of my ability.
And you do that because filling out paperwork is part of your duties as a member of law enforcement, correct?
Yes, sir, it is required.
And because it's also important to keep a documented record of any interactions you've had with members of the public, correct?
Yes, sir.
And it's also to also help you remember certain things when it comes time if you have to testify, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you prepared a statement in connection with this particular case, correct?
Yes, sir.
And the statement that you prepared was done truthfully and accurately, correct?
Yes, sir.
And it was done to the best of your knowledge, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you testified with the prosecution that the car was going extremely fast, correct?
Yes, sir, from my experience. Yeah.
From your experience. And therefore, it was nighttime, correct?
Yes, sir, but the roadway where I was located at had multiple. Well, my vehicle was lit up, and I had lights outside on the roadway as well.
Okay, so you were able to see inside of the vehicle, correct?
No, sir, I was not. The vehicle was moving too quickly.
Okay, exactly. So the car was moving so quickly, so you couldn't tell who was driving the car, correct?
Not at all, sir.
And you couldn't tell if it was a male or a female, correct?
Objection, relevance.
Where are you heading with this defense?
Well, Your Honor, this is a witness. I'm entitled to cross-examination, and respectfully, Your Honor, as well, I'm establishing or lack thereof this officer's observation from that evening.
You proceed.
And officer, you couldn't tell how many people were inside of the vehicle, correct?
No, sir.
And you obviously did not get a license plate, correct?
No, sir.
And you didn't put any type of uniqueness or identifiers of the vehicle in your narrative, correct?
I put it was a red two-door vehicle.
Okay, so you put in your narrative that it was definitely a red two-door vehicle, correct?
Yes, sir. In fact, actually, in my narrative, I put red two-door, four-door, or two-door vehicle.
Okay, so now we have a two-door or a four-door, but we don't know how many doors were in the car, correct?
Only 2 or 4. There can't be 6.
Well, sir, that wasn't my question. My question is you were uncertain as to how many doors this red car had, correct?
Yes, due to the fact how fast the vehicle was going.
Understood. So, therefore, you don't know if this car was, in fact, a two-door car, correct?
That is incorrect. The only red two-door vehicle that fled through my checkpoint at the time was that red two-door vehicle, or four-door.
Well, sir, as you just testified, and correct me if I'm wrong, you testified that you did not give chase to this vehicle, correct?
Yes, sir, but I was standing in the middle of the road while the vehicle passed me going high rate of speed.
Understood, but my question to you is you never saw the stop of the actual vehicle that your fellow officer stopped, correct?
No, sir, I was not on the mission, the ending stop.
Correct, so therefore you don't know if the car that you saw was the same car that was stopped by your fellow officer, correct?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. So, you have no idea about the car that passed you being the same one that was stopped, correct?
No, sir.
And in fact, you testified that this car that sped past you was within seconds, correct?
Yes, sir.
And high rates of speed, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you were not using a radar that night, correct?
No, sir, I was standing in the middle of the road.
So therefore, you don't know for a definitive certainty how fast that car was going, correct?
No, sir. But in my experience, I can observe.
I did not ask you that, officer. I'm asking yes or no. You did not have a radar to measure the speed of the car traveling, correct?
Not at all.
Objection, argumentative.
Sustained.
The clerk noted will be removed from the record.
Your Honor, if I may just have one moment, please.
Proceed.
And Trooper, I'm sorry, officer, and you've patrolled these roads numerous times, correct?
Yes, sir, for a very long time.
And how long have you been patrolling these
It's been raining
these
the past
roads?
2 days where I live. It's raining again.
Exactly 3 years. I've never been a corrections officer. I've been state police or deputy sheriff.
Okay, understood, sir. And in your capacity as a member of law enforcement, you've seen thousands of red cars on those roadways, correct?
Objection calls for speculation.
Sustained.
Your Honor, this witness can testify as to how many cars he's seen. He's been on law enforcement for 3 years. I'm sure he's seen numerous.
Your Honor, the objection was sustained. I asked that everything you stated be stricken from the record.
I'm able to make an argument to the judge.
Understand, but it was sustained, so I asked that the question be stricken from the record.
Your Honor, if I may address the court and not counsel.
Proceed.
Your Honor, the court is able to take judicial notice of certain things. One of the things that the court is able to take judicial notice of is that vehicles do not come in one solid color. The court can also take judicial notice that on roadways, as many as this officer testified to, and thousands of, well, hundreds of arrests in the 3 years that he's been a member of law enforcement, that he has not seen one car of the same color. My question is very direct. Has he seen more than one red car throughout his 3 years as a member of law enforcement? That is a very direct question that he has the ability to answer yes or no to.
All right, you may proceed with your questioning there, defense.
So, officer, you have seen numerous cars of more than a red color, correct?
In which time period are you asking? Are you asking in that day or in the 3 years?
In the 3 years.
Oh, yes.
And there have been many red cars that also go up and down that roadway, correct?
In this past 3 years, or?
Yes, throughout your tenure, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there's been never one time that you've seen a singular red car has been the only, well, withdrawn. The red car that you saw that night, it was no different than any other.
Y'all accidentally like teleported to Sam.
All I seen was you just disappear. I was like, where'd you go?
I accidentally teleported to Sam. I tried to message him. Oh, my whole game froze. Where even am I? Okay.
Hey, what again? I'm sorry.
A spoiler at the end of the vehicle.
Oh, okay. All right. But other cars that you've stopped have also had spoilers, correct?
A very few.
But there's nothing unique about a spoiler, correct?
Yes and no.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I have no further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
Okay. At this time, this witness is excused unless the jury has any questions that they would like the prosecution to ask on their behalf.
They could do that after the verdict. When they go back in again.
Okay. At this time, this witness is excused.
Go ahead and follow me, sir.
Script. Scroll.
Prosecution, do you have any other witnesses you'd like to call?
Prosecution has no further witnesses, Your Honor.
Okay. Defense, are you ready for your case?
Yes, Your Honor. However, the defense would like to be heard as to 2 motions, oral applications.
Proceed.
Your Honor, at this time, the defense asks that the court issue a trial order of dismissal. Trial order of dismissal, as the court knows, is an order that the court issues when the prosecution has failed to meet its burden. Not to the fact that it has to be brought before a jury, but the fact that the prosecution has not met the minimum elements of their case. The first thing I'd like to put to the court in order to issue this trial order of dismissal is that the court would note that this man sitting right here primarily was never identified in court as being the driver of a red car. The court would note, in looking at the record as well as the testimony that it heard, not one officer pointed to this person over here as being the person who was driving this alleged red vehicle.
I mean, that's
more
completely your decision,
importantly,
by the way.
the prosecution has not provided any evidence about the reliability of the radar. In fact, by the officer's own witness, Officer Simmons, he indicated that the first time he got behind this red vehicle was at 037. And as the court would see from the evidence that it has before it, where the car ultimately stopped at 026, that is, as the court indicated, around the block, demonstrating that the person who was driving that vehicle complied with the police in order to pull over. The prosecution has failed to meet its burden of felony evading. The officer, there's no evidence before this court or this jury that the police were behind the person that was driving the car and that person evaded the police. In fact, we've heard testimony that officers lost sight of this vehicle. But again, I point to the primary thing, Your Honor. A person who is accused of a crime has to be identified by their accusers. That is a constitutional right to confront their witnesses. These witnesses have not identified this person over here. Just because he's sitting here does not mean he's the individual that was arrested that night or was charged. The witnesses have failed to do an in-court identification, which is a key element in any criminal prosecution case. So therefore, Your Honor, based on the prosecution not only failing, but also nobody identifying this gentleman here, the defense asks that this court issue a trial order of dismissal and dismiss the charges and release my client from custody. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
That's up to you.
Yeah, I know. With this brought forward, I'm going to go ahead and place this in a recess for about 5 to 10 minutes so I can review what has been placed in front of me for this request. Clerk?
Judge, can you specify, do you want 5 or 10 minutes of recess?
Your Honor, I apologize. Just one more thing.
Yes.
I'm going to also ask that the court issue an adverse inference, meaning that the prosecution has Officer Caleb in their custody. He is a member of law enforcement. The prosecution could have called Officer Caleb to the stand to testify about the events. And the defense is asking for the missing witness charge, meaning that the jury can infer that if Officer Caleb were to testify in court, that the testimony would actually be favorable to the defense. And because the prosecution failed to call a member of law enforcement that they work with and in their capacity, that was also there that night based on the testimony of Officer Simmons and Officer Caleb actually being in the courtroom here today, the defense asked that the court issue a missing witness charge and provide an adverse inference instruction to the jury to infer that any testimony that another officer, Officer Caleb, would give would be favorable to my client. And those are the two applications that I'm making, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay.
Your Honor, how long do you want recess to be?
Recess can stand for 10 minutes.
All right. The court will be adjourned until 9:37
Your Honor.
p.m.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we have to evacuate. We just got a
Follow
bomb
me,
threat in the
please.
courtroom.
Stand up, follow me, please.
Copy.
Follow me.
Follow me.
Alright, you guys follow me.
Alright.
Where are we going?
Just this way, please.
Said there's a what in the courtroom?
There's a what?
A what threat?
Sound resumed.
The bailiffs need to pick all the people into the voting room area. I am in here with the judge.
Oh god.
Sound muted.
Oh god. Oh god.
Child, there's gonna be a mistrial.
He said there's a bomb.
This happens.
Girl, I don't know where to go.
You can come in here. Well, no, you can't. You gotta go with them.
Should I go outside?
No,
No, do not go outside.
Sound
Wait, so stay in
resumed.
here?
escort the audience into the voting room, which is directly across the hall. Oh, never mind.
Into the what room?
Never mind.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Sound muted.
All right.
That'll do it.
39.
We can continue court.
All right. For court proceedings to continue, everything will still remain for recess. We will adjourn back at 9:37 for the two motions presented by the defense.
Okay, so I guess
Thank
there's
you,
no
clerk.
bomb.
Okay, guys, come on out. Actually, I think you
Sure.
guys are gonna stay here because it's in recess.
Yes,
Didn't we
I
say it was a
can.
reset?
Okay. For right now,
I have a question.
this is out of your guys' hands. This is for the judge to decide. So at this moment, just sit tight. If the judge decides to not go ahead with the order of dismissal in the inverse interest, then
I need to
we
go
will
see my
proceed.
kids.
I'm aware,
Good,
sir.
bro?
Hopefully, it doesn't
So
take
I can
long.
ask the question.
What's your
I need
question?
to go see my kids.
Like,
Is
bro,
it
I'm
possible-
just trying to get out of here, dog. Where my little 2,000 at?
Is it possible for us to hear the statement that that other trooper was going to give if they do not do the order of dismissal?
Probably not.
Okay.
Yo, I'm gonna go whisper to y'all.
Alright, when I get that 2K, dog.
After the trial.
When's the
A
trial
who statement?
gonna be over?
Okay.
This shit.
Damien, I'm gonna talk to you since it's just me and
I
you.
tried to eat one while I was in there.
Mhm.
The deputy was like, no,
Alright, so what do you want to do here?
Yeah,
He,
I'll go get another one.
He has
I
a
think
point. But
yeah, he is right. Like, they haven't proven anything. They can't
I
prove
mean,
that he drove it. They lost eyes. There's nothing there to back them out.
yeah, I really feel like the
Then
statements of the troopers really messed up the prosecution side a
yeah,
lot.
and then same with the second request.
You
The
can.
way that the last two went,
Mm-hmm.
from what I'm hearing, it would be in favor of the defense as well.
You want to do that? You can. Um.
Hey, ain't this Benjamin Franklin right here on the wall?
So we're gonna vote. You're gonna do the order of dismissal and the it was adverse interest, correct?
I think that's what he said. Yeah.
I'll go double check with him right quick to make sure that's the motion he said for second.
Oh, what Billy?
Sir, stop.
They're trying to kick me out of the courtroom for getting
Oh,
a
that's
candy
why
bar
I see
before
him
you
all the
got-
time. But I got a lot of dollars.
Getting you a candy bar.
How's it going, defendant lawyer? Hello?
Sir, please exit now or you will be removed immediately.
Defendant Landon. Is your lawyer here?
Multiple times about
Or is he out his head?
I was getting him a candy bar
Hello?
because he was hungry.
No matter what, follow us, please.
Hello, am I coming through?
Please don't. Make me remove.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay,
I was in my head.
Alright, I'm the court clerk. The judge will like to the second.
Can we go over here? Can we go over here?
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah, too much stuff up there. Alright.
Sorry.
The judge was just
Your
wanting clarification on the second motion. Was it adverse interest
We are
motion?
requesting your permission to remove juror Sam.
Getting us a candy bar.
He has been eating multiple times when we asked him to stop. He
Go ahead and remove him.
exited the juror room to go outside to the front lobby.
Here you go. I just wrote it down for you.
Adverse interest and with the miss. Okay, so you want three motions exactly.
No. They're one and the same.
Okay, you want the one. Okay. I was just trying to check, and we have the order of dismissal.
Adverse inference is for a missing witness charge.
Okay, and the order of dismissal, correct?
Trial
order of dismissal. Yeah, I'm just summing it up to what. Yeah, but we have that.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, we just needed the clarification on the second motion. We weren't sure.
Sure.
All right, thank you. We'll be back at 9:37.
Appreciate you, Mr. Clerk.
Yep.
They probably gonna tow my car, man. I only put $3 in the parking.
All right, it's adverse inference and missing witness charge.
Hey, bro. Hey, look, bro. All I
I have an
had.
order for missing witness
All I
charge.
had was $3.
Yeah, adverse interest, inference, and missing witness charge.
Sam, face
Adverse inference.
Inference,
Face
yeah.
away from me.
INFERENC.
You're being removed from the courtroom
For what?
What?
for leaving the juror room and eating while on the
Get the
floor.
courtroom clerk. Get the courtroom
Be
clerk.
it, the judge has authorized
It's
your
against the
removal.
law to eat.
Get the courtroom clerk.
The judge has authorized your removal.
Get the courtroom clerk.
We can't eat.
So
the judge
missing
has authorized
due
your removal at this time.
allows one party to obtain an adverse interest against the other for failure to call a controlled witness with material information, which is technically the case because the witness was not controlled at all. I mean, he gave evidence that would support the defendant's claim. So
Yeah, exactly.
okay,
Based on the last two stuff. I'm just gonna approve both. Like,
yeah,
there's been nothing proven from what I can see.
yeah. But even when I was listening to it, when it first started, he had concrete, but the witnesses they didn't stick to their stories. It got all over the place, and
Yeah.
he ate. I'm being dead honest. He ate into that.
Yeah, I feel like if this wasn't as rushed, it'd be a bit better.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I'm gonna proceed with. So he will be. I'll let them all know that, and then he'll be released on his charges and dropped. And I guess that will wrap it up mostly.
All right. We have 2 minutes left.
If I'm not mistaken, once he's released, bailiffs will take him to the.
They'll take him to
cells
the
and get him
yeah,
reprocessed
get him
and everything
reprocessed.
like that.
He'll get
Yeah.
released here. He'll get released.
Yeah,
here.
Hey, see, y'all
I'm gonna
the
go
MVP.
talk with the bailiff
Y'all
about
the
getting that
MVP.
process
Y'all
started
real
then.
MVP. Yeah, man. Them folk gonna told my
Hey,
car,
where
man.
is the supervisor for the bailiffs? Get over the radio. Tell him to come meet me in my office across the hallway, right quick.
Who? Your Honor.
See, I got that Camaro thing
No,
right
I'm
there.
court
You know,
clerk. I
it
need to speak with
green.
the bailiff,
You know.
the supervisor,
Yeah, it
the
green.
in charge
Yeah.
person for the bailiffs right now. Where is he? Ryan.
Okay.
Yeah,
Brian.
it got them
Yeah, tell
dollar
him meet me
signs
down in the lobby, right quick.
but I don't know why. You know why? Man.
I'm trying, but it's really.
That right.
Yeah, what you need?
All right, just come in my office right quick, so we don't have that much time. And just to go and whisper.
I already am.
Yeah.
Here, we'll go to the far room back here, just make sure we're not heard.
I appreciate it.
Oh. Oh, they're using this room. Let's go in this one.
Alright.
That escalated quickly.
I'm scared of police though.
Okay.
Yeah, what you need?
I'm a team speak you very quick because I don't want people hearing this.
10-4.
Yeah, I'm about to say, man, hey.
Channel switched. Sound resumed.
All right, you're Ryan, right? Make sure it's the right person.
Yes.
Okay, so he's going to be released. The order is the judge is going to approve all 2 motions, which is an order of dismissal and a adverse inference and witness missing charge. So our charges
For who?
for the defendant, all charges will be dropped. I'm alerting you this because get ready for him to be taken back and he's going to get processed here and he's going to be let go here. After he's done, I'm going to go in and remove his charges entirely. All charges will be dropped. And once that is done, then you will unhandcuff him and let him go. But he will hold in there until we are done with him. Matter of fact, you will send him into my office. Get him processed.
So send him into here?
Yes. After trial.
Right now?
No. After it's done.
Okay.
Once the judge gives the once court's back in session, which is about to be right now, and after he approves everything, then you'll do all that. Okay.
All right. So after the trial ends, I will bring him into your office.
And I'll get all his charges dropped and
unhandcuff
everything.
him.
Yeah.
10-4.
All right. You ready?
Channel switched.
All right. You ready, Damien?
Yeah.
All right.
Ryan.
Sound muted.
Yeah, them folks out there can't tell time. That's all.
The court will now come back into session. The court will now come back into session. Everyone take their seats. Trying to take my seat right now. All rise for His Honorable Damien Prue. If the bailiff could please bring the jury back out.
Aye. Alrighty, just this way, please.
Get my DM. Jordan.
No.
I can tell Sam's back in here.
Because of the motions right
Yeah,
now.
it's all
Motions come first.
I got you. I was just asking if I could bring a witness up.
No.
You may be
If I
seated.
can, I can bring Caleb up.
Yeah, it's no, don't worry about it. Did you say we may be seated?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why am I being removed?
Oh my god, I hate this damn chair.
Girl, I would just stand beside it, but
No, at this point, just fuck it. We're gonna stand right here.
So, on the 2 requests that the defense has made for the dismissal and then the adverse inference,
and
both
missing
at this time are
witness
gonna
charge.
Adverse inference missing witness charge. My bad. Both are going to be approved at this time due to the facts of the case and what has been presented so far. So at this time, the bailiff can go ahead and proceed with taking the defendant.
I want to say all charges will be dropped. Case is dismissed. Court adjourned.
Your Honor, just so that we're clear, is the court granting the two motions and releasing my client from custody?
Yes, at this time, all charges are going to be dropped on Mr. Carter here, and court will be adjourned.
Thank you, Your Honor, and thank you, members of the jury. And thank you, Mr. Prosecutor, as well. Good job.
Yes, sir. Some bullshit.
Sound resumed.
You just can get
All right, just
the suspect to come
just
into
go
my
ahead and
office.
follow me this way.
Damien, if you want to
Mr.
come
Carter,
with
let's
me,
walk out
you
together.
can.
Yeah.
He cannot be walk out yet. We have to finish up the we have to finish it up yet. So he'll follow me to the county clerk's office.
Anyone know what's
Damn,
going on
that
with all
boy
this police
mad.
activity in front?
Sound muted.
Want to take them to the jury room? I'll get the court clerk to talk to them.
I knew I should have joined that damn pursuit.
For the
Sound
door.
resumed.
Attention all bailiffs.
What's going on?
Did you bring the
What's
suspect to
going
the?
on?
Did you-
Did
Was
they
there
make
one
it
I
back?
just
back?
code 0. I just code 0.
Sound muted.
Stop the Wait, suspect.
John Carter, stop.
Wait, you have to be processed first. The
You still
bailiff.
have to
The
be
bailiff.
processed so that your charges
The
get
bailiff.
dropped.
Yeah,
Please
I
stop,
need you
face
to come
away
in my
from us.
office right now. So then you will be released. So just follow
Wait,
back with me.
okay. Thank you.
I need to
That's
release.
fine.
I
That's
need.
fine.
Clerk,
I need
please.
to remove his charges first, and he needs to sign these papers.
Understood. Thank you, Mr.
Yeah.
Clerk.
The bailiff.
Let's go back inside, Mr. Carter.
The bailiff was he popped his head when he was talking to you guys. And that's our fault.
Oh, yeah. We didn't hear him. Sorry about that.
Yeah. I want to wish you formal congratulations on your case as well. Very well done job.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk.
Thanks to my lawyer, man. Yeah, I'm going
Just
back.
right here.
Okay, Mr.
Yeah, we just need to.
If you want to meet me in the
Hold on,
first
so,
office
okay?
over here.
Just go ahead and walk.
That's where I went.
At least they free my homie over there. I don't know, dude.
Sir?
He crashed. Give him a second.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, man, yeah, you know. Just long they bring that money just to be sure.
Oh, I gotta deal with the jury too. I forgot about that.
Wait, do you guys? Can you guys see V menu?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Sound resumed.
If we want to start disbanding props, we can.
Sound muted.
Oh, I think
What
he.
the heck?
Oh, he restarted the V menu and crashed people. I'm pretty sure he just did that. Cause my postal thing at the bottom went away for a second.
Why did you restart the V menu?
I
I bet you there's a ton of people in that right now because they were trying to get back to their cars, and I know a bunch of cars were stolen.
I don't tell them that, but we get that money.
Sound resumed.
That would be
Can you
completely.
tell
Bro, we should be statewide at this point.
Can you tell the jury just to wait there for a second, please?
Sound muted. Sound resumed.
If we go statewide,
Sound muted.
How many SIVs do we have?
Over freaking
Damn.
a lot.
Yeah.
I might get on for patrol.
That's what I'm gonna do after this.
Yeah.
Were you able to get it cleared up that the bailiffs can use these for their hours?
I'm gonna get that clarified. I'm just gonna have to put it in. I'm pretty sure he won't mind.
Just ask Anthony while he's here.
Yeah.
For at least share.
Uh-huh.
Or ask Chad when he comes back.
Yeah, I'll ask him in a second. I'm gonna DM him this right
Where's
now.
the clerk?
Right here.
Would you like to go and dismiss the jury?
Yeah, since Judge, if you don't mind, can you just have the suspect wait in? Victim wait in the room.
Man, all them big words on that thing, man. I don't know what's going on.
Where's the judge?
Judge is currently dealing with the individual getting his charges redone. I was trying to do that too. All right, jury. I want to first thank you all for your committing your constitutional right to helping, practice democracy and the judicial system within the United States and the state of San Andreas. On the behalf of me and the Honorable Judge Damien Prue, we were glad to congratulate you. You all did a job well done. I've already have all you guys' information. You will be receiving a total check of $2,000 for your contribution into your constitutional activities.
Excuse me.
Yes.
All right. So you know the man that got kicked out.
Yes.
Can we like split his check?
No.
Why you at?
Oh, okay.
No, that's not how that
Good
works.
question.
Not how that works. He just won't get his
Good
2
question.
grand. Yeah. Any questions for me?
So when do we have to do this again, like right away?
No, there's a okay. So far as it goes, there's another trial, but it probably won't be until another 2 weeks ago. It's a civil suit. I don't know if they requested a trial yet. That is still in process. But if you guys want to be, be posted on jury for each trial that we have, or recommended, just let me know that in the group chat, and I will get back to you on that one.
Oh yeah.
So,
well,
but are all of them paid?
All jury duties are paid in the United States. So now
Okay.
I need to go deal with Mr. Carter now. Thank you all. You are all clear to leave.
Okay.
That well, blood.
Your car ain't gonna be out there.
Alrighty, if you guys want to follow me.
All right,
I'll
I'm
escort
coming
you
now.
I know it, man. I already know it. I got
Damien, can you hear me?
details ready.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just bringing them to the office.
All right.
Hey, man, don't be walking me back to no cells, dog. Hey, man.
Just right in this office here. The clerk's coming.
Oh, excuse me. All right. Which one's John? The one on the far right?
The one with the purple tie.
Yeah, there's two.
Both of them.
I'm assuming it's him.
Yeah. No, it's me right here
All right.
on the left.
All right. First, I want to congratulations on your case. Job well done from your
Thank
lawyer
you.
and your entire team and the support you had. We're gonna go ahead and get you to fill out a few documents that stating that you are here and all that information that you consent to all this. And while the judge will present that to you, I'm gonna start getting your charges removed from your record right now. So.
Thank you.
Attorney General, are you? Sorry, clerk, are you before a meeting?
Oh, sorry, sir.
I'll just wait until
On
I think somebody already
that
removed
stuff.
it.
Oh, okay. I was about to go in.
Yeah, it's already been removed. I don't see it anymore. Yeah. Oh, nope. It's still here. Had to.
You signing off on it, or you want me to?
I don't have judicial signature access.
Oh, I don't either.
Hold up. Let me.
Is Chad
Oh,
in here, or is
he
it?
is. Oh. I'll get it. So I'll do that in a second and get
Yeah.
this closed.
this government.
All right, I'll get it removed.
Needs to be clear.
It'll be clear by the time you look at it again. If it's active, it's just a glitch in the system for right now. Just go ahead and sign this paper right here.
Mr. Clerk, do I need to sign anything as well?
No, it's just his signature.
Okay.
Right. Any belongings
up?
that were seized by the state doing your holding will be processed, and you can get it from the Mission Row police station
Get him where?
In the meeting room, right?
or the Vespucci police station.
Where are we doing this
Either or will have
picture?
them.
Come with me, I think.
Oh. Thought I crashed. I didn't see anything.
I think all the bailiffs are getting a picture
Alright.
together.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Carter, and once again, congratulations. And I wish you the best in luck of life and the happiest life you can.
Oh, is that who we're looking for?
You completely have
Thank
a
you.
clean record, so.
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Yep.
Have a good one, Mr. Carter.
All right, appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
One of these offices over here.
You guys have a good day.
Mr.
Great
Sorry.
work also.
You too as well.
You too.
Have a good
Mr.
night.
Attorney General, are you in there?
Have a good night.
Clerk is, but yes.
I'm looking for the Attorney General.
No,
It's me.
yeah, you can use him.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
me.
just
I'm
follow
just
me, sir.
playing two rows.
You've been requested upstairs for a meeting.
Oh.
Quite the way I wanted to. having chair issues here.
Sir, would you like the bailiffs to be up here as well?
No.
Oh, it's
Thank you.
DAs.
No.
How's it going, gentlemen?
I'm good. How are you? Is it going, Mr. Attorney General?
I was gonna say the Chief Justice could came in here. We was just having a little meeting with us. Damien, you want to come in here? We're upstairs in the meeting room. He's coming.
Okay.
Okay.
Trying to have a seat better. We're
Yes,
we're
me
supposed
ha-
to be getting a new court building, so hopefully that happens in time matter.
I'll wait for the Chief Justice to get here before we.
Yep. You know what a meeting room is, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hello.
How's it going? Good case today. Good trial. Long, but it's good.
First, I would like to discuss the motions. Okay.
The motions on what are on the table.
No, on all motions and regarding the state, future cases, past cases. In order for motions to be, well, any type of motion, it has to be recognized by the state. It needs to be, first there needs to be an article, because without laws, well, you can't have one without the other. So you can't have just criminal law, which we have now, and not have the whole enchilada that comes with it, like statutory law, civil law, administrative law. An administrative law, for example, would be like court proceedings, motor vehicle regulations. You can't have. It's important and it's imperative that this state really update its
penal code
legal system.
Yeah, it's legal
Well,
system. Not just the penal code, but the legal system in general. So penal code is just relations.
thing.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Meaning, like, we need to develop a state constitution because technically, this state does not exist.
It does
This
not
is just
exist.
a piece
Yeah.
of land with buildings and roads on it. First, the state, and second, the state does not recognize a motor vehicle. Doesn't know what a motor vehicle is. There's no definition. Doesn't recognize what a public roadway is, what a stop sign is, or any traffic control device. No markings on the pavement. This state does not even recognize not sure if it recognizes a firearm according to the criminal
Alright
law.
guys,
in the
while he's
state.
talking, I'm going to enter him here. It's been a
state, in order
crazy
for it to
trial. I hope you
prosper,
guys
in order
enjoyed. Let me know
for
if you want to see more videos like this
prosecutors
one
and
involved court
civilians
case.
to get the
I
rights
am the Attorney General
and
for
to defend
DVRP, means
themselves
I handle the
adequately,
entire
they
legal
must have the
side of
appropriate law.
DVRP. So any case, anything like that, you're in the community and you want to start a case, don't be afraid to. And yeah, this was a good case today. The state lost, but it was proven to happen.
And it's up to the states to fill in the gaps.
Yeah, maybe next time the state will win. We have a lawsuit coming up. It's not against the state, but it's against the Los Angeles Police Department for over $200,000, I believe. So there would be a trial for that. I will set a date for that, and we will do our court
I would like to remind you that you
roles
can't
on
have
that day too.
simple
And I will see
laws.
you all in the next
You
live
have
stream
to have
or
every law
recording.
governing the possibility of someone breaking the crime,